Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viper Viperland, and I'm back here for the first time in an awkwardly long time with Unicorn Overlord. We had apparently just finished a side quest, which is why text comes up. Also, hey Ron, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. Hope you're having a good weekend. Yeah, it's unfortunate that that's the best case scenario, but we've seen so much worse. How long has it been since the last Unicorn stream? I honestly don't know. But I can check and see when the last of the archive was uploaded. Which is not one-to-one, obviously. When was the last Unicorn? It's before Control. I think it was before Dawn Trail. Ooh. It's probably before Dawn Trail. Yeah, looks like... Ooh. June? Yeah, it looks like June. June-ish. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, Dawn Trail happened, and that was gonna take all the time, obviously. Great East keeps happening. What else even fit that time? I didn't even upload everything, did I? Then we started hitting the Remedy-verse. We hit Control. July was just a lot of off days. Yeah. It really does seem to go that way, doesn't it? Yeah. Especially once I'm playing on stream. Because that has the extra caveat of I can only max play that chunk of time. Whereas you can play, you know, a little bit more if you want to. Is everything alright? It is now. Ramirez has agreed to fight besides us. Words can never atone. Oh yeah, it was the betrayal arc. Can never atone for what I've done, but maybe my actions can. The next time I draw my blade, it will be in service of the liberation. Shave so bad. I've been trying to like just need to sit down and do it. It's like I really want to shave. I also really want to do anything but shave. We've agreed a search of Hodel's fort, or finish, Your Highness. The boy was there just as we expected. Hello, boy. Oh, thank the Father. Ramirez. It's all right, Kairos. Kairos, you're safe now. And I've you and your army to thank for it. I'll do everything in my power to repay that debt to Lane. I swear it on my honor as a knight. Hey! Alright. Station guards got a bunch of stuff. We have a lot of people doing their stuff. Anything new here?
Do let me know if you require assistance.
I'm definitely going to remember everything we were doing. Everywhere we were doing it. I mean, we're liberating another place. We're finally up here. Liberated. 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 Kind of a lot liberated, but not the middle. We're working on it. Definitely working on it. Let's see if I'm soon to notice it. Oh, yeah. There are times I'm like that too, and there's other times it's just like, tomorrow. Then tomorrow becomes tomorrow, and then tomorrow becomes tomorrow, and you know. Suddenly it's many tomorrows later. Yay! I don't even know if we have anyone to station here. I know we were getting... See, we have the new person. Oh boy.
I'll keep them safe.
We need to make more units. Just as fodder. This one. Not that. I actually kind of forgot there was a go off of horse button. Oh, it's circle. A little quicker. Damn, we liberated a ton of space. Let's see it open. Ah, no! No! Give me shinies. Don't hurt me, but give me loot. Stupid dragon. Leave me alone. Dodge and weave. Dodge and weave. They'll never catch me alive. Basically didn't use any of the units in this game after the elf area because the armor was already filled out. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm trying to at least swap in some, but it's pretty easy to just be like, I have what I want. Yeah, understandable. I can see how that could happen. Hello, friend. I think the rebellion has reached these shores. Well, I'll not let you come even a step further. Alright. So we do still have... Or no, that's a training, right? Yeah, trial. We do have something up there. More towns that need stuff. Level 33. Yeah, let's just do this one. Why not? It would probably be pretty fun with a randomizer, yeah. I feel bad that I left it for so long, but just other stuff kept coming up, you know. So I kept seeing ads everywhere. Subway sandwiches. Footlong, $6.99. Use the code on the app. I went to go to the deli nearby that I like. They were closed. They closed at 2 p.m. on the weekends. I didn't know. Nearby is a Subway. And I was like, okay. I wanted a sandwich. I didn't want Subway per se, but $6.99 footlong sounds like something I could do. Saw the app on my phone, sign up for it. You know, the usual stuff that every app makes you do. I get there. There's nothing on the app that's like $6.99 footlong at all. There's nothing I can find on the app that says anything close to that. There's no code on the app. There's no nothing. So I order the sandwich. I scan the thing at the end so I can at least get points. No money comes off. I just eat the goddamn sandwich. And it's like, it wasn't bad. I don't hate Subway. I don't have it often, but every now and again it scratches an itch. But not often. Twice, 3 times a year. But like, man, I sat there outside the place, installing the app, verifying emails, setting up the name and password, doing all that stupid stuff for a $6.99 footlong sandwich, and what do I get? Not that. What's the point? Why advertise that? Unfortunately, it worked. For every person who's like, oh, this doesn't seem to have a code, and leaves, there's somebody like me that's just like, sunk cost, I'm already here, screw it, we'll just get a sandwich. Maybe? Hold on. Let's see. So now I'm curious, because I didn't check. This is newsroom.subway.com. Doesn't have an expiration. Oh, you have to use the promo code 699FL on the Subway app. But even then, I didn't see... Okay, you know what? I know clearly video game. We're going to play the game. But now I have to see for my own, was I an idiot? Because if I was an idiot, that's on me. If I'm just stupid, that's on me. That's fine. I'll retract my Subway statement. Where did I go? There it is. Where do you even... Like, I don't even see where you put in a code. I think you have to order on the app. I don't think you can order... Like, most other fast food places use the same app with a different skin on it, where you can basically load a deal onto your app, show them the code or a number. So okay, so what I was supposed to do was sit outside the restaurant, do my order on my phone, use that code there, go into the restaurant, wait for them to make it, I guess. Alright, well... I don't think it was unreasonable for me to go into the restaurant and think I could just scan the app and be like, that would be applied, but, you know, that's on me. I read it wrong. I executed it wrong. I think it's stupid the way they want me to do it, but, stupid or not, I didn't do it the way they wanted me to do it. That's on me, I suppose. I don't know why it seemed so far left. There we go. Alright, capture the command postal. Don't let me take this. It's a minor one. It's fine. Oh yeah, don't worry, and I'm sure by signing up for the app, I've allowed them to track all of my data. I'm sure they're listening to me say this right now, as all apps just do. Because why not? Let's send out some.
In the glory of Elheim. I guess.
All apps just want to show you notifications and sell your data to everyone they possibly can. What's even the point of anything else? I mean,
I shall.
I guess we'll just go charge the command point.
I don't have a choice.
I feel like that is a fair and reasonable outcome. Yeah, I think that's fair. Definitely forgot how good the music was. Remembered how great the art is. Forgot how good the music is. Still upset that fast forwarding puts the music in the background,
At least
but
try.
what are you gonna do? Just fades out the music. Also, Grim's still OP as hell. Like, for real. If I was going into this not caring what units I used and just wanting to win, I'd probably put a shaman in every squad. I honestly don't see a reason not to. I feel like every squad would have a shaman. I'm trying to be more varied and keep things that are like... I'm trying to keep them different. Like, it's great that we have people who have all decided to make different classes of characters. That's awesome. That helps a ton. And I'm trying not to just copy and paste the same three or whatever characters. But man, if I was on a harder difficulty, or if I just wanted to win, shaman's at everything. Shaman's at everything.
Not finished yet.
In my sights.
Aside from Subway, it's been so long that I forgot that you can make a meal with cookies, and I do like the white chocolate macadamia chip cookies, so I got 2 of those instead of a bag of chips for the combo, and I like that.
Pretty good, I guess.
Ah, true. Yeah. That's true, but since you can make custom units, you can just go over there and 3D print shamans, you know. I'm glad we could make shamans, because we got to actually make Grim, instead of Grim just being like, well, I guess I'll be that story character. Which would work and it would be fine, but being able to tweak it to your liking, the right colors and whatnot, that's that little extra bit. Yeah, 618, ooh. Oh boy. We've been playing this one for a while. And I'm assuming people understand that me taking a break from the game in no way means I'm disliking this game. There was just more pressing things happening. This was one of those ones that I could comfortably just play casually and was having a really good time doing that. But we couldn't miss, like, Dawn Trail. Like, that wasn't going to happen. You'll come with some timing warriors celebration. I'm going to be real with you. There is definitely a much better chance of me seeing credits in Lydian Sewell than there is of me finishing Act 3 of DQ11. Part of it, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of it is the frustration over the last few bosses. Sure. Okay. But like, for real, part of it's I kinda like where I left it. I understand there is an Act 3, and I understand that there will be more story in Act 3, and that'll probably be good and worth it. I'm not disputing that, but like, it's hard for me to get up the motivation to do it where I am kind of happy where I left it. Even knowing there's more, like, in my heart of hearts, I legitimately kinda am okay with where it is. So all the joking about, like, the hard bosses isn't balls, but like, the real reason at this point is I just kinda like where it is. So like, yeah, I'm not saying we can't joke about it, but like, I'm giving my actual reasons why it might not happen. And it's not the reason that I publicly say usually. See, it's the hardest game in the series. Not what we was talking about. However, good to know. I feel that. It kind of just starts out slapping you. Just making it to the top of the tower in the chapter 1 was like, ow, 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 this really hurts. What is going on here? Like, I feel that. I'm certain we're not the only ones. The oppressive ways are bled on our lands. In any case, we leave the town to us from here forward. Cool. I have no. We need to liberate a place where I can like make new people. I can go back and make people. I know. Nothing's stopping that. Oh, you're right. Like the fact that it's challenging for me must, like, considering all their important stats are doubled for you. I'm sorry. All right, let's go back to an earlier place and just start making more people. Tapped out there. You got some people. Is there a place with more? 222. Yeah, there you go. We'll do 222. We'll have 6 guys ready. Can we expand too? Hold on. No, we don't have enough to expand. That's okay. Arnott. Welcome, Arnott. You are not going to see combat. But, you know, it's nobody's fault but your own.
They're mine now.
Yep. Yeah, no, I need to really overstate. You will never see combat.
I'm ready to serve.
You're ready to be stationed in a town and left there forever, mindlessly gathering supplies for the army. And protecting the town, to be fair. I know thematically they can't take the, like, gameplay-wise they can't take the town back, but, like, thematically they're there to protect the town. Even if it's not a gameplay mechanic, oh, they're gonna take it back. They are still thematically there for that.
Let me take it from here.
This game. Yeah. There are some games that do a hard mode well, and there are some games that don't. I honestly think my high point for difficulty in like a hard mode for me was probably actually listening to you guys and playing Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance on hard. I thought that was going to be a miserable mistake, and I was very wrong. That was a very satisfyingly well-balanced hard mode. I wish more were like that. But for sure, you take the risk of one where it's like, not always good. Revengeance was a damn good time in hard mode. And like, I felt the challenge, but then we got to the last boss, and it was like, I don't know if I've ever lost a fight that quickly in most games. I remember the first time against Armstrong was like a 3-second match, and I was like, oh, I'm dead already. Oh, okay. Your games get easier, that's fine. I'm not having a bad time with what I'm playing, I just have to take it a little slower and more careful than the early bits of FC. But considering they're intentionally 2 halves of the same game, it kinda checks out. I'm not at the start of a JRPG, I'm slightly past the midpoint of a JRPG. Enemies should be hard when you're slightly past the midpoint of a JRPG. That's how it should be. You shouldn't steamroll every single battle that you glance at. That's fine. Some carving, yeah, can't do anything yet. Cool. This is difficult. Oh, absolutely. For sure. The longer and like more in-depth games like this, always going to be a little harder. Journal. Oh, does that immediately activate this? It's fine. I don't think we've actually done any of those side things. We have the capacity to, and then I just haven't. I'm sure they're not important. Ah, where the heck did you come from? Go away.
Easy there.
Bosses. Ah, okay.
Got some arrows for
See,
you.
I didn't do any of the super bosses. I didn't do any of the super bosses, and I'm not following a guide, so I'm missing a lot of stuff. But it's okay.
Let me
I'm
heal.
tackling the games my own speed, my own path.
Easy there.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, okay. I tend to forget. In the version I played, not on Nightmare, I could see how he could be beaten.
Guide us.
But I also very much heard what you had to do, and it sounded stupid. It sounded stupid and more rigged than a Dug Dug stream. walled city of Paestum is guarded by the Heaven's Wing Knights, faithful order of the Orthodoxy itself. We should watch Kingsglaive sometime. One of these nights where I'm like, I want to Discord stream something. We should watch Kingsglaive. Because I know Ramen played 15. I remember liking the movie, but I watched it before the game, so like now I'll have the context of the game the next time I watch it. I should remember that. See if people believe on night mythology. Actually impossible. That sucks. That does suck. To take something that was an optional challenge and make it, no, you just can't. Maybe we can convince them to let us pass. Still be fun. Yeah. Well, I think Kingsglaive did a lot more with the power set than the game did.
Colors.
It helps that it was, fully CG animated and not, a game, for sure. But just taking the concept of, you have this weapon, you can teleport to it. That's all it is, but they have fun with it. And I remember the action scenes being fun. I remember enjoying the action scenes regardless. The road trip part of 15 is absolutely, other than the visuals, the strongest part of 15. I will stand by 15 being stupid pretty. Even now, like 15's been out for a while, and it frickin' holds up. Holy crap, does it still look very good. Sure, there's some weak points. Some of the background NPCs don't look that good, but whatever. We're talking general combat, gameplay, summons. It still looks really good. But like, yeah, the road trip is an undeniable positive. It is a shame that they incentivize you so much not to like do the camping aspect of the road trip. They're like, you can do this. You get more EXP if you stay in a hotel. Just hard stop, no contest. You get more EXP if you stay in a hotel. If they just did away with that and were like, no, it's equal. It's equal wherever you stay. Because there's so many moments I missed out on. Like, whenever I had to go camping just because it was the closest thing and I needed to heal, like, it was always cool. It was sponsored to hell, too. All the Coleman camping supplies. But, the 15 is definitely the most sponsored Final Fantasy. Hard stop. Hard stop.
And I cannot permit a band of armed civilians to pass without cause.
While I do not...
Pronounce yourselves.
While I do not like most of the product placement in 15, I can't bring myself to hate the Cup Noodle side quest. Is it immersion breaking stupid? Yes. But I think they leaned into the comedy side of it enough that to me, it was worth it.
The ultimate
The rest of the product placement, maybe you could chill a little bit. But, it's like how I kind of didn't hate the monsters in Death Stranding, which are now gone. Kind of just didn't hate them. It was just so unexpected and like, what? And it was also the fact, I think I gave Death Stranding a pass because it was canonically your own filtered piss turned into Monster Energy drink. And the app that they played, which was an old school Square Enix game that they did turn into an app like a year after the game released, and it bombed miserably. It was offline in like 6 months max. It did terrible. But oh man, like it still wasn't good or fun, and it still had all the gacha mechanics without any of the gacha goodness of gameplay and whatnot. But I still believe if they released it in time with the game, they would have had triple the number of downloads, just because the people... I looked it up when they were talking about it. I was like, is that a real... I looked it up. And I don't play a lot of mobile games. They would have had triple the downloads. 100%. Yeah, I have more respect for 15 now that I know much more about what went into making it and how close it was to not being made. Just like, while I will never enjoy Devil May Cry 2, I respect the fact that they put out a game that is playable now that I know more about what happened leading up to the release of Devil May Cry 2. I will never recommend it to people. It is not a good game. You should not play Devil May Cry 2. But I respect the hell out of the team actually making a functional game when they were handed a non-functional game months before release. I can respect that, even if I still don't want to play it again. Yeah. 15, like 13 in my eyes, is very much nowhere near as bad as people paint it to be. People poop all over 13, and I don't get it. And all of the poopiness is like, it's too linear, it's too linear, it's too linear. So? I get it. A large portion of things that people do like from JRPGs is exploring, and 13 does expand later on. I have my gripes with 13. I don't think it's my favorite Final Fantasy, but I never hear anybody complain about the things that I complain about. I think the story is great, but it uses unfamiliar terminology for things that they could have used easier and better terminology for, and then they don't define the terminology till later in the game, and they think it makes a mystery, but it just means that the first third of the game you're like, what? 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 If it was just linear because they didn't feel like making environments or something, I'd be upset about it. I feel like it did a great job of using that linearity to make sure that the pacing stayed consistent, the moments were going to happen in the order they wanted them to happen in, you couldn't break sequence. Yes, sure, you were railroaded to certain things, but I feel like they used that to the benefit of the story. If they didn't do that, if they just made it linear for the sake of it, because like laziness, whatever, yeah, sure, okay, you got a gripe. And one day people will remember that 13, people are starting to look back on 13 and be like, you know, maybe I don't hate it. Those people should then never play 13-2. Don't do it. Even if we ignore most of my gripes about 13-2. Realistically, if you go back and play 13 and you like it, especially the ending, which I would argue is one of the highest points of that game, 13-2 immediately retcons the ending. Immediately. In the opening sequence of 13-2, they retcon the, in my opinion, very strong ending. And they just get rid of it. If you've already played 13-2, there is a positive. You can play Lightning Returns. I like Lightning Returns, though I've never finished it, so I have no idea how it wraps up. Lightning Returns is good. It's not great, it is good. And compared to 13-2, you know, should you play 13-2 so you can play Lightning Returns? No. But if it's already too late for you, you may as well enjoy the better follow-up game. You know. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, no, I do know how we started this. It was 15. Yeah. I do plan on one day revisiting 15 when I have time, now that it's Royal Edition and all the stuff is out. And I think just because of PS Plus and whatnot, I think I've gotten most of the DLC for free. I will revisit it, and I'll probably still have a good time. I'll probably continue to focus on the things I like about it, kind of skip over the things I don't like as much, you know. Fan disc explanation for post-release. Or, you know, they could take a really actually popular and beloved interactive visual novel and, I don't know, make an anime about it where it turns out that actually none of the characters had free will or anything. They were kind of just mind controlled for the entire time, thus removing any amount of drama, tension, intrigue, interest in the entire thing. I still haven't seen that, but I've heard, and it's just like, why? Why would you do that? Why? Why would you take something people like and just go, nah, no fun allowed? The only post-launch thing I did in 15 was the Garuda fight. Because I did the version of it in 14, so I wanted to do the one in 15 as well. And that was fun. I enjoyed that. It was hard. That was hard. I remember that being really challenging.
My name is Elaine, and we march with the Liberation Army. Our fight is one to free the peoples of this land.
I really want to replay 16.
Tyrannical clutches.
I think when I have some free time, I might reinstall it and, like, at the least play the DLC, because I haven't touched that yet. I really do want to try the DLC, but even the full game, I think it's fun. I'm really curious to see Grimm's take on it. I hope Grimm likes it because I had a blast.
You ought
I
not
can't
have
wait
any
for just
quarrel with
any
us.
excuse to keep
Please,
hearing more of that
stand
music.
by our side in the battles to come.
The Higurashi anime again. All of my Higurashi knowledge comes from A&P Health 3 and 4 clips of the anime. That is all of it that I know. So,
Your identities are made plain then. But it appears there's been a misunderstanding. Albion has ceded its lands to our new emperor, Galerius. You stand on Zenoiran territory now.
I mean, I know a ton of people. I feel like most people I know are in the same boat as me. They didn't watch it, but they're definitely familiar with it and have seen certain, gifts, bloody sequences.
And not a soul among us desires liberation.
Not one
How can that
bullcrap. Well, you know how that can be. Okay.
Sir Elaine, if you truly seek no quarrel with us, then leave this place. I will claim
That's
I
unfortunate.
saw nothing. But know, when next your gauntlets rap at our gates, you'll find neither mercy nor hesitation. Now, be gone.
He put it the most polite way he could. Clearly, we're going to take the town anyway, because it's just what
Our
we're doing.
scout has
But,
returned, Your Highness.
he did it the most polite way he could. I don't want to kill you. We're happy where we are. Get off my lawn.
It would
He
seem
could have just
conditions in the city are.
Dumped hot oil on him
less
from
than
above
ideal.
and been done with it, but no.
Forget about valuables. The houses I saw barely had any food. These people are doing all they can just to scrape by.
Oh yeah, no. When I think Yandere, to be fair, when I think Yandere, my mind first goes to Yumi Nikki, but second would be Higurashi, for sure. Second place would be Higurashi. But I think the pink-haired chick from Yumi Nikki might be the quintessential Yandere. And I've never seen either of those two shows, but I think she might be where my mind goes first. But you're right, a damn close second would be Higurashi. You're not
Heavy
wrong.
taxation has left the populace with scarcely enough to eat, let alone stock their larders.
I feel like third place would be, what's her name? The blood chick from Hiroaka. I feel like I only ever see her portrayed as Yandere. And I didn't watch later bits of Hiroaka, so I don't know if that changes or amplifies, but I only ever see her in fan media fully as Yandere.
And those who succumb to hunger or cold are left in the mud to await their
Oh, Mirai Nikki.
inevitable
Yes,
ends.
Yumi Nikki's the game. Whoops. Yes, Yumi Nikki's the RPG Maker game. You know I'm bad with names. That's not new. The fact that I got that close is halfway decent for me. I don't at all. Not in the least. So,
They
unless
crave
somebody crops up
freedom.
in chat that's like, no, don't
Desperately
spoil
so.
it. I don't care at all.
Quite the
I know the
contradiction given the words of
general
that night earlier.
ending. That's about it. I kind of fell off the show after the school festival. The school festival, the little girl with the horn, not the school tournament festival. And nothing I've heard about the show past that makes me go, oh damn, really? It was always kind of like, oh. Like, oh, Midoriya, whose whole thing was didn't have a power and then got one power, now also just has the powers of everybody who's previously had that power just because we decided to give him more powers. The hero whose whole point was to have no powers. Like, cool, I guess. I spent an entire hour conversation with Afro, spitballing ideas on how they could have actually kept Midoriya actually quirkless and still had a very entertaining, good shonen show and leaned into it instead of just, oh, we gave him power, we gave him more powers, we gave him more powers, we gave him more powers, we took all his powers away. And then somebody else gave him a suit that gave him basically powers. Like, like an X. Ah, man. I legitimately stand by the first 2 seasons. I think the first season's a damn good framework, and I think season 2 with that tournament arc, season 2 tournament arc is so good. And the ending of season 2, ooh, United States of Smash, phenomenal. And I feel like it kind of stalls a bit after that, it goes downhill a little bit, and nothing I hear about anything after I watched it is generally a positive thing. Those first 2 seasons, oh, I stand by those.
And yet,
Still think that
it
might be
didn't seem to
one
be
of the
one
better
for the
tournament
seat.
arcs in recent shonen. It's so good. It's so good. Especially something as well received, prolific, well made, and lengthy as One Piece. I think people focus on endings way too much. I just do. And that's just my take. I get it. That's just how things hit me. A good ending absolutely amplifies something. But I think if you have, in One Piece's case, decades of good stuff that people love, and you have a few chapters at the end that drop the ball, I think the net is overwhelmingly positive. But not everyone agrees with that. Absolutely not everyone agrees with that. Hell, Tales of Berseria, Calico and Afro, it left a terrible taste in their mouth because the ending is, let's be honest, not good. The ending of Tales of Berseria is not a high point of Tales of Berseria. I will never dispute that fact. I stand with the hashtag Velvet Crow deserves better. But in my mind, it was still like 59 hours of a really good JRPG and 1 hour of a crappy ending. I think it happened before that, but you're not. Well, to be fair, I don't know how Attack on Titan ends. I saw 2 seasons of Attack on Titan and know very little past that. I've seen 1 or 2 memes that I guess spoil a little bit, but like generally speaking, I never looked up spoilers for it. Game of Thrones, however, that was legendary. Like, there has never before or since, to my knowledge, which is not omnipotent, been a show with that much cultural impact that had it all wiped away by a bad ending. You couldn't avoid Game of Thrones. Even if you didn't watch it, you heard about it all the time because everyone watched it and talked about it. And like a month after that ending, nobody talks about it. I don't even see like memes about the show. You don't see like references to it. Its cultural impact has been negated. The ending was so bad. But like, and don't get me wrong, like I get it. Especially depending on the type of show. Some shows and some media very much, especially mystery stuff and detective stuff, kind of hinges on that ending. It's very important. Dexter was the closest. I remember hearing the ending was bad, but I never watched Dexter, and I didn't really know anybody too well that watched it, but I do remember hearing it. I know next to nothing else about the show. Well, Walking Dead, the TV show, not Walking Dead, the Telltale game. That had an ending nobody forgot. And then they kept making more, and most of them were good. All the ones I played were good still. But man, that first game. That was the reason Telltale Games made 1 billion games. And they may have oversaturated the market, but they made some damn good ones. Like Tales from the Borderlands. Hot damn, Tales from the Borderlands. Yes, all the ones I played after were still good, and I really enjoyed them. And getting to play as Clem was really awesome. But the first one, holy crap. Ooh. They definitely oversaturated the market, and not everything they put out was that great. I hear the Jurassic Park one was... I hear that they made a Back to the Future one. I don't hear anything good about that. They made a Game of Thrones one. I don't think that was good. But Tales from the Borderlands. Tales from the Borderlands. So much from the source material towards the end. Yeah. This all deviated from the original point too, but like, I don't know. Especially something like One Piece. I get it. People are invested. When you're invested, you want it to do well. You want it to end well. I get it. But man, if you're invested for a few decades and the last few chapters suck, if the journey is transcendentally good and the ending is a letdown, or the destination is a letdown, but the journey was a few decades in time, you had a good run. Ain't nobody gonna take that.
Not without reason, perhaps. But it's possible we lack the full scope of the situation.
The first stream of Unicorn Overlord after like 3 months, and we're gonna play like 20 minutes of Unicorn Overlord.
Indeed. In any case, we cannot overlook the plight of these people.
How it goes.
Come.
Oh yeah,
we
no,
march at
One Piece will
once.
always be legendary. Like he'd have to not just fumble the ending, he'd have to actively like Game of Thrones, the TV show, actively alter characters to make the ending bad. And considering how well beloved he is as a mangaka and a story writer and an artist, I think even the worst he could fumble it is still going to be decent. I think it'll probably be better, but like I think the worst he could fumble it'll still be like, alright. I mean, you say that, but did you see how much goddamn money they made for so long? If they had just not fumbled the ending, if they had just made the ending, yeah, alright. But they were too busy counting their money and looking towards the new money already. That's the problem. So many people had already left Game of Thrones, and they were already planning all the spin-offs and stuff they could do to make more Game of Thrones money, that they weren't committed to wrapping up Game of Thrones. It wasn't just like, whoops, it was actual hubris. It was actual, we can do no wrong. Look at how much money we're making. We can do whatever. We're going to make this ending that helps us set up more for our stuff, because we know what we got. Like, it was hubris. And I think the fact that they altered the characters so much is what really crushed it. Yeah, it doesn't make you speak less good about it. Don't think the new book is ever coming out. Yeah, maybe it will. I can't imagine George R.R. Martin is currently hurting for funding. I think if he stopped writing right now and never picked up a pen for the rest of his days, he'd do okay. He's also no longer a young chap, so like, I would kind of 100% understand if he was like, I don't want to spend the last years of my life writing this story that I've clearly grown a bit tired of. I think the right call is for him to just go, maybe write a page or two when he feels like it, but not really commit to it. I get why, from a fan's point of view, that would suck. Yeah, I get that. Not another step, outsider. At least you like an arrow through your skull. I'm gonna step over here then. But like, as a person, I kind of get why he might be like, I'm writing this for so long, I kind of just want to do something else. I'm getting old, and I don't want all of my last days to be just Game of Thrones. Well, I don't know. I'm no mind reader. I don't know. I haven't looked up any interviews with him or anything. I'm sure he still says it's gonna get done. That's just my... If I were in his shoes, which I sure ain't. I sure ain't. But I also get where if you've been committed to a series for that long as a fan, you kind of would like to see it through. Yeah, no, forcing somebody to do anything is a good way to make it bad. Forcing somebody to create something, that's why all those people who are like, Bloodborne 2 when? Bloodborne 2 when? Bloodborne 2 when? Shut up. You don't know what you asked for. Shut up. If From Software wants to make Bloodborne 2, they will, and it'll be phenomenal. And if they don't want to make it, don't force them to make it, because it'll suck. You know, people tarnish Bloodborne 1's reputation. Every single time I see that. Yeah, Silksong Wen. I don't think the Silksong Wen people are actually even Silksong fans anymore. I think it's just such a meme that like all it is the meme now. I don't think any of those people actually give a crap about Silksong. I'm gonna skip the trial for now. Like, we can do them if we need the XP, but... Okay, skipping it. And to be fair, maybe the Bloodborne people are the same. It's just a meme. I don't know. Yeah. Alright, unfortunately, it's a mistake of duty. I'll not let you hinder its progress. Yeah, it definitely got announced too early, but that was because of circumstances and stuff. Okay, 33. But people don't know when. Shut up! And once it becomes a meme, it's gonna be... Once it becomes a meme, it's over. It's too late. There's nothing you can do about it. The more you try to fight against it, it only will make it worse. 100%. Oh, goodbye, sir. Aha! Got a thing. Excellently done. I only pray you put this reward to good use. Ooh, okay. 6 armaments of the Anemoi will still remain. Totally forgot we were looking for those, but hey, we found a cool shield. Yeah, Yumiya looks fantastic so far. I'm also glad I didn't pay any attention to the gacha game, because... No, it's okay. That's fine. Yumiya looking great, though. I love Yumiya's design. I definitely want to see more of the party members in action. The only thing that would stop me from playing it day one is it getting too close to Monster Hunter, in which case I'll just play it once I've had a good fill of Monster Hunter. Maybe it doesn't end up at day one, but you know, I'm still excited for it. Battle for Roastford. Alright, don't let that get captured. Capture that. Gotcha. Scythe guy looks cool. Doesn't one of the chicks have a one of those like chain swords? That looked really cool. So we don't want to send too many flyers over there. They got a lot of, well, they have a lot of archers. Let's do that. Do that.
In the glory of Elheim.
Let's try that. Let's send out something slightly different. I don't want to hit the mines, unfortunately. Yeah, so come to me. What? Peter. It's fine. Shoot all you want.
Let's get this. I have this one.
Ah, perfect. Nothing of value happens.
Do I have to? Ready to? I don't have it. I have this one.
I guess we'll do that. Magical assist? Yeah. There you go. Perfect. Oh, I didn't mean to hit start. Whoops. I meant to actually play now. Well, we did it. Yay.
I'm ready to fight. I don't have it. The end is upon you.
Right.
I'm with you. Right behind you. I'm with
I mean, we could overkill if we wanted to, but I think we're okay. Yeah. I feel like all three... I legitimately feel like all three of the Ryza games don't feel bad. So... And they definitely had some extra budget by 3. So I feel like if that was going to be a problem, we'd started to see the signs in 3.
I can help.
3 had a lot of content, but a lot of it was optional. If you really didn't want to do it, they weren't going to force you to do a lot of this stuff. Which I think is the perfect type of stuff. I usually want to do it, but if I don't, cool. Just continue on. Yeah, they know if they utterly drop the ball that future games are going to be a problem.
What is it?
Even with a little extra rise of
I'm
money.
going. With haste.
Do we have it? Yeah, it's fine. What's a little mind damage? That's a lot of mind damage. That hurt really bad. Whoopsie daisy. We're fine. Wow, that's still gonna hurt a lot.
I stand with you. Right
Magic
behind you.
assist? Oh, there you go. Cool. It's still gonna hurt, but like we're gonna get him. Yeah, they did. Can't really say anything otherwise. They did. Yep. I agree that it's part of the point.
Let's get him.
It would be like,
Go get him.
and many people have said it, but it would be like pointing out that like Souls games are too hard. It's like, you're right, but it's also kind of the point. There's way harder games out there than Souls games. They are not the hardest shooter games out there. But it is still the point.
Would you look at that? How's that for good?
Oh yeah, got a new skill.
bowstring grows
Barely even
taut.
standing.
Well, look at that. Haven't
Somebody
I done
have
enough?
a valor skill. None of these. Aha! Damn it. It's just a little too far away. Aha! Let it rain.
My apologies for worrying you.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
tricky. Explosions.
Mind if I run away instead? I'm with you. My aid is yours.
This doesn't look super great. Honestly, I'm not going to use any items. Just gonna let it go. I didn't expect this level of spice from it. You usually see one of those, you're here, they're here, just walk the line. But here we are. I think I'm not going to use any more Valor points. If we get another one, I'll just send out another army. Yeah, like, I would have paid more attention if I thought it was going to be spicy, but I didn't. I feel like having a dodge tank, though. Cool. I mean, we still definitely lost, but that was kind of funny nonetheless.
I don't think I can win this one. I stand with you. Right behind you. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's fine. Most of the damage is coming from the support. There we go. Bam!
Go get him. It's all
Well,
on you.
it's fine. We'll
Crush him good.
probably live. Yeah, you're not wrong. It still kept me, it wasn't enough to deter me, because it was so late in the game, but yes, they definitely could have taken out a good chunk of that. And it still would have been in no way harmed.
I've no choice.
See, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, it's still,
Got some arrows
even
for
with
you.
the padding, it's still, what, top 5 DNDB? And I would say, not that I've played enough DMs to speak for everyone, but goddamn, it deserves that placing. It really deserves that placing. So worth it. But it doesn't change the fact that you're right. At all.
May your soul find peace.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep getting
You'll
slapped.
notice I have this one. I've no choice. Ready to fight the end. I have this one.
Guess. Depends on the game. I played Odyssey. I had a great time, but funnily enough, I think the stuff I enjoyed most was the faffing about. I didn't really do a ton of the story, but like the faffing about stuff was really fun.
I'm here.
Like I had a great time just sailing my ship around, watching like dolphins and whales like, pop out of the water. The fact that you could see a whale pop out of the water, immediately stop driving your giant ship, hop off the side, and try to follow it down swimming to get a good picture of it in camera mode. That was really fun. I had a great time. Was that the best, most Assassin's Creed experience of all time? No. It's really not.
I run away instead?
Healing assist?
My aid is yours.
Magic assist? Haha! We both just gained some HP. Perfect. It's the ultimate fight. We both just... Oh, stop it. Now I die. Alright, we need someone back here to make sure you don't do stupid.
I guess.
Hey,
Do
heard
I
you were
have
trying to take our point. Don't.
Let's have some fun. You're mine.
In my sight.
Look at that. For the safety of
So I should have just sent these guys out first, like I always do, but I wanted to give other people a chance. Still do.
You'll not escape. Allow me. The end is upon you.
I mean, it'll kill him. Also kill most of us, but whatever.
As I expected.
Alright, finally.
I can't hold out much
I only
longer.
have one Valor. I'm gonna hold on to it.
Dearest Faye, here I'm with you.
Alright. I really wish I got more into Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I like the core ideas. Even more so in Tears of the Kingdom. I kind of love like the building, the freedom. It just never clicked for me. So
Still going. Is that all?
I didn't finish either of them, and I bought both of them. And I had some fun for sure, but it wasn't that it was unfun, it just didn't really grab me. So that went badly for us. But it also went badly for
There is
them.
time yet to claim victory.
I'm worried about this. A grim prophecy draws ever.
Don't like
do what I
that.
can.
That's better. Okay, by the way, Ark, how's it going? Welcome to Viper Land in the chat. We're not doing great this match, but we'll be fine.
Time to end this.
We'll probably win.
Maybe you can protect us.
Have to gather my never. Observe greatness with their lives.
It's not wrong. Definitely not how I would portray, but it's not wrong. Ooh. Definitely not the character I expected to be the biggest tragic character of that set.
I sense danger.
But, oh, that's gonna hurt.
They're after me.
Stop. Stop.
Time is no friend to us now.
Mind if I run
I
away?
have this one. My spirit.
I'd really rather not.
Man, all of this stinks. You have to. I should have taken other ranged attackers. Offensive. A little empowered. It's not for me now. Yeah, whatever. No. You'd never. You'd never.
Want to keep going?
But it all... I mean, none of it feels like pulled out of nowhere or anything. It all checks out. I still will probably watch more of the anime at some point. I only made it like halfway through Deception in the anime. See, I only really know of them from that. So to me, it's not crazy. But yeah, clearly they've done some other stuff that isn't quite
Pretty good, I guess.
highly regarded.
Dearest Faye, war is never easy.
Mind if I run away instead?
I'll do what I can.
I don't think I can win this one.
This whole thing sucks. Is there anything we can use here? Oh, interesting. We do have a lot of stabs, but I don't want to waste those here. I mean, I guess it's something. This map is shockingly good.
Let's have some fun.
Like, unexpectedly.
I've had enough. Rise,
Better heal up.
Maybe you can.
Can you just stop healing? As a general statement.
Not purging the ill humors. Leave us alone. It seems you need this.
Yeah.
Take better care of yourself.
It makes you wonder, like, did they always have that idea for the great game? And, like, they just needed to make the cheap hentai to raise the money to make the game? Or, like, how did it, like, play out? Like, part of me actually, like, wonders.
Uh-huh.
Let's do dual shield.
Won't let
Make
us
things
down.
a little easier.
If we take away their assist attacks, we take away, like, half their power. Legitimately.
War is never easy.
Oh, that's so much
this
healing.
over with.
That's better. I like that.
Want to keep going?
Yeah, you know. Like Madoka Magica happened.
Don't let it happen again.
I get it. He's done a bunch of other good stuff.
Not bad. In my sight.
In this house, it's all about Madoka.
Not finished yet.
It's just 3 archers in a back row that have enough healing and damage to be like, tee-hee, sucks for everyone, don't it?
It seems you need this.
Okay, we did finally take down 2 of them.
How tiresome. Lay down.
Okay, there's only 1 left, and it may be a pain to kill him, but just having 1 makes it immediately a bit more doable.
I've no choice.
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that
I'm
works.
pleased with this.
Alright, well,
Strength, faith.
that was shockingly harder than I anticipated, but we did get it done. I actively went into the, like, lowest level one, too. The goal was not to be overwhelmed, but whatever, we got it. So you would have, but clearly they didn't think a lot of other people would, so. Alright, did beat that though. That became look red eye, finishing tears. This is so high. Yeah. The thing is though, like, for better or worse, visual novels are such a niche thing. Even if they never put out another one that was half, like, surprise hentai or whatever, like, people still aren't going to play visual novels in mass. Some people will, and they will have a great time. But it's never going to be a mass market thing, ever. It just isn't. The closest to that ever is really Phoenix Wright. I don't even think Danganronpa scratches the fame of Phoenix Wright. And I get why Phoenix Wright is hit a wider audience. It deserves it. It does a great job. But, like, not everyone plays it. Yeah. I mean, Steins Gate doesn't have any hentai. Nobody's playing Steins Gate. And it's a well-known one. People know Steins Gate, and still people ain't playing Steins Gate. Sure as hell they're not playing Steins Gate. It helps that it's one of the few examples of a pretty good anime adaptation, but no, nobody's playing Steins Gate. Our humblest thanks for sparing the town from the evils of Zenora. Soon all of Albion shall know the glory of your name. Deliveries. Can we do all of them? Yeah, we can. That's fair. But that also sounds like a comment. I mean, they're not wrong. And if that's really the reason, I respect that. It is awkward. It is a product of its times, and it ain't that singular aspect of Steins Gate, it ain't great. Yeah, I can't sit here. I ain't gonna sit here and defend it because I can't and I won't. I wouldn't want to. Man, it's also such a small part of Steins Gate that you're missing out on something so good. But I get it. I get it. I understand. I feel like you're missing out on something absolutely worth playing. But especially just like the overall themes of the game resonated positively with me, I get that that's a theme that would resonate negatively with quite a few people. And I see why they would not want to continue. Get it. It sucks. I agree that the game would be better without it. That's just all there is, yeah. There's nothing to do about it. Like, I wish I could at least say that, like, he starts that way and it's super awkward and it sucks and he learns a lesson and gets better on that front as the game goes on. He doesn't. He absolutely does not. At all. Even in Zero, he has not gotten any better. Even in the goddamn non-canon dating sim, he doesn't get better. He still denies it to the last second. So I get it. I get it. Well, yeah, like, that was my initial reaction, Ramen, but I'm pretty sure if I grew up with any type of body dysmorphia, or if I was trans and that stuff resonated with me and brought up bad memories, I would drop the game too. I can't speak from experience because I haven't had those experiences. It definitely struck me as I don't like that, but it wasn't enough to make me stop, but not everyone, far from it. So, you know, I can see how that could definitely be a thing that would stop more than one or two people. I still think it's a shame, but I get it. Let's go to Appears to Be Hungry, but I don't have anything for to eat. Let's go to Appears to Be Hungry. Okay, well, why didn't you buy goat food, idiot? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you're actively looking for that. That's the high point of them for you. Reach her up. Yeah. Buy goat food? Why didn't he already have goat food? Also, goats will eat anything.
Welcome to my humble store. Look around as much
I
as
don't
you
know.
please.
I don't see any goat food.
May the Father.
don't know. I think you're making this up. Nope. God damn it. I guess there is goat biscuits.
Tasty.
Who would have thought? Oh, did I actually leave something? I did, right? Yeah, I did.
Welcome to my humble store. Look around as much as
I don't
you
know if I have
please.
enough gold.
My
Truly, I
thanks.
might be a bit short.
May the
Goats definitely do have strange eyes for a non-predator. A non-nocturnal non-predator. I'll definitely agree with that. It's never really bothered me, but you're right, it is weird. Alright. Hello, goat. Offer biscuit. Now's my chance. Ah. Why was that the logical set of actions? Let me distract this goat with a biscuit so I can milk it. Now's my chance. What the hell is that? The goat finished its biscuit and probably ran off. We already have the biscuit, so it's kind of too late, but also, what? Delicious goat milk. Mm-mm-mm. Actually, have a lot of these. Debuff immunity sounds strong. It's Trinity Ring. Attack all enemies with magic. I get the chunky shield, honestly. Who gets chunky shield? It's gotta be her. She's already OP as hell, right? We gotta give her OP shield. Freeze and stun? Nah. Debuff immunity. Screw these weak ass. Oh, you need little things. Nah. Oh, she can she not use it? No, there it is. It's the same stats otherwise. Yeah, just debuff immunity. Wait, debuff not statuses. Some villages. Alright, good to know, but also what? Yeah, screw it. We'll stick with that. Alright, up here. Goat milk. Battle for Foxwell. Is this going to be another super deceptive? Like, it looks easy. It won't be, though. So... we don't have any... we only have one default flying... two default flying units.
I guess. In the glory of Elheim.
Yeah, this is probably back to, like, easy, but...
I guess.
Uh-huh.
You stop them from doing stupid.
Sure.
You two to beat your head on that gate until
I
it
shall.
goes away. So
I'd
many
really
assisted
rather
hacks.
not. I stand with you.
So many assisted hacks. I hate assisted hacks.
I've had enough. Good.
I'm sure by this point you were well set with
Together.
the same team you've been using to sweep the floor for a while. I love the idea of a blind man still dodging. Yes, you've blinded this evasion tank. You still can't hit him. He doesn't need to see what's coming. You're not going to hit him. That wasn't really ideal.
Do I have to?
Do I have?
Let's get this over with. My aid is yours.
Better. Yeah, it's true. You're so slow and your attacks are so telegraphed. It'll be fine.
Steel your resolve. No stopping us now.
Alright, well. We already have...
I'm glad that's
We've already
over
gotten
with.
married, so, you know, everything else is less important.
Mind if I run away
Oh,
instead?
it's too much damage.
I stand with you. My aid is yours.
Slightly better. It's a shame you have 2 healing and a range assist, which I was trying to stop. But you put just so many units in front of them.
It's all on
Alright,
you.
it's fine.
Quiet down now.
We fight as one.
They're only playing
Yield to me.
tactically.
On it.
I'll restore you. Use it well.
Witness my...
I love that everyone is blaming Justin Wong for being good at Marvel vs. Capcom and having the gall to play online. Like, chill. But, again, while I think it's funny, the second something becomes a meme, it's over. It's done. It's too late.
I don't think I can win this one. I stand with you.
Nothing is going to change because it's... Damn it, we're dead. I need to buy more healing. We have so much money and I'm not spending any of it on healing units. Even though it would help me so much. Wow, that's so not
Aid
better.
is yours.
It's over.
Maybe this is not our strongest
Be
party.
cleansed.
Not going down easy.
Especially not against archers.
Got me. Together.
Together.
Well, the problem is my whole goal was slip behind. I should have gone around. I should have gone up here and around, but I didn't.
This seems like a problem.
Yeah, okay. Bonk. Oh. You're just cheating. You're using the tools at your disposal,
They're
so you're
after me.
clearly cheating. We're gonna have to redo this map.
Mind if I run away instead?
Yeah, I'm gonna restart this map. I think we can do better than this. True, yeah. Could also do that. Have them
Let's
go.
stay calm out there.
Probably do a slightly better job.
In the glory of Elheim. On my honor as Tyrannos. As you wish.
Whenever you need me. Understood. Where should I go?
Bet you we don't even have anything useful. clairvoyance. No, we really don't. Like, beat your head on that. We'll let you guys fight them.
You'll not escape.
See? Better. Still wish you didn't have 19 different range assists, but it's fine. Yes, I haven't come up against, excuse me, the time limit often, but I'm glad they have them, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, they made them just strict enough that, like... Wait, she died? What the fuck is this map? Nobody kills her! Yeah. There are ways, given infinite time, you could basically break this, and they're like, don't do that. That's better.
Another step. With all the
My bow's feeling lighter than ever.
Your orders, if you would. Advancing.
Should still make it there.
I've no choice.
We still beat them.
Witness my...
Not looking good.
Be healed.
I won't make this.
It's mine to...
Maybe healing goes a long way. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you.
Still going.
Stop it!
Is that all?
You're safe with me.
Two great shields, though. I love when like a staff user goes and bonks a great shielder to death. That's
By
objectively
the
good.
star's guidance. May your soul find peace.
I think they're on to me.
Yeah. Them. Yep. Jeez.
Time to prove myself.
We still win.
I stand with you.
Yeah, it's almost like you put weak ass fools in these assist
okay?
towers.
Leave us
Huh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
You okay?
this is still a damn fine game, don't get me wrong. But if they have the confidence to go a little harder in the writing, tweak a few mechanics, let you name your units, it could go from damn good to really legendary. The problem is, it's still... This is another genre that just doesn't appeal to enough people. It's never going to be Game of the Year. No matter how good they make it, it's just a genre people don't play a lot. Not a lot of people play. But those who do are like,
Always train
yeah,
hard.
more
Not
please?
even surprised.
Please, thank you.
Maybe it's not all bad.
I'm in a bit of trouble.
You're fine. Yeah, 2 can play an arrow rating.
Looks like I win.
It just straight killed the guy in the tower. That's pretty good. I enjoyed
I'm not
that.
quite at my best.
Oh man. Who needs the healing more? Both of us have a dead person in our party. Or 2.
I can keep going. Where should I go?
Better.
Heading there now.
Yeah, people don't quite understand that though, unfortunately.
Brace yourself.
My aid is yours.
So close. Come on, that's not lethal. Don't think this is gonna work. There we go. Found it.
Allow me to mend your wound. Let's have some fun.
We found it.
Magic.
Yield to me.
So close.
Don't let it happen again.
Better heal up. Leave us alone.
better care of
Yeah,
yourself.
Vanillaware is one of those companies
How
that
tiresome.
I'll buy whatever they put out. Absolutely.
So far, so good.
Even if it ends up being a game I don't like personally, there really aren't a lot of people out there doing what Vanillaware does. So even if they miss for me, I still kind of want them to keep going. Mind you, yes, they haven't missed me yet, so that helps too, for sure. Honestly, just for having the gall to put out 13 Sentinels, I'll buy whatever they put out. Just because they took a chance and made that game. By all accounts, they shouldn't have. Visual novels don't sell well. Visual novel tower defense games really don't sell well. Visual novel tower defense games with the tower defense game is a little light graphically. Admittedly, it works very well, but it's not, you know, the flashy that people might want. See the Liberation Army, huh? Many thanks for redeeming this fort. We have a healthy supply of willing mercenaries as well, so if you ever seek to bolster your ranks, cool. Expand. I guess we expand Protag's unit. Who do we put as the last person though? Could... Oh, we haven't promoted everyone yet. We only have 2 people actively out that we haven't promoted. May as well hit them.
I'll not let pride cloud my judgment.
And you. I don't... See, tower defense is a genre I generally enjoy, but I don't play a ton of it. I feel like for me, the peak of tower defense is
I move
Gemcraft,
forward in the light of
and
the
the
divine.
many versions of it. That helps too. I haven't played either of those. I haven't played much of Genshin, and I clearly didn't get far enough in Honkai to see a tower defense. Yeah, oh boy did it, yeah. Tower defense, I mean balloons? You mean just balloons and nothing else? Only balloons now and forever? I cannot believe how big that game still is amongst younger kids. My nephew has watched so many hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon dozens of hours of just balloons YouTubers. I don't even think he's played much of the game. He's played a little for sure, but not a ton. But it's huge. It's huge. It's so weird that like it's so prevalent among like so many young people. It's a game that's been out for so long. But I guess they keep making new ones. I don't know if they're much different. I haven't played many of them. So we'll do that one. Then presumably that leads us up there. Oh yeah, we also need to slap someone over here. So we got an Owl Knight we could pop in. Nurse. I'm tempted to put Melisandre there, because it's literally husband and wife, but I'm pretty sure Sora will be pissed if we remove them from Sora's squad. Sora played their hand too hard, made the joke offer of us marrying Femsor, but now we have to keep Femsor away from her husband. It's a tricky, tricky thing. I think Ramona's a decent. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if we're going to deploy them anyway, but who cares? I'm glad Disgaea made a comeback. 6 was... I would have been sad if 6 ended the series, because I do not think 6 was that bad. But it was a low point in the series, and I'm glad they bounced back hard with 7. Man, even if just the butthole quote, I got my money's worth out of 7. So this is your response. Then you leave me no choice. I accept your challenge. Ooh, they're everywhere. Yeah, Advance Wars didn't do so well. Alright.
I
You
guess.
go there. You go there.
In the glory of Elheim.
And you go there.
Let's stay calm out
And we
there.
hope none of them flank further.
If I have to. I guess I'm going.
Your orders, if you would. Advancing.
What is our strategy? I shall.
Time to prove myself.
Yeah, I like those numbers.
I
Healing
stand
assist.
with you.
Oh crap, I didn't mean to start. Well, it's fine. Nothing bad
Let's
happens
keep
to us.
going.
We just...
Where should I
Now
go?
you help out this way.
Heading there now.
The end is upon you.
Okay, good. I like that too. 7 has been so good. So, probably, yeah. I mean, Persona's not a tactics game. Not to say you can't make it one, but like, I feel like expecting that to be a giant tactics game is really a gamble. I agree, I'm always excited to see where it goes next, and sometimes they branch out and it works. Like that super weird Etrian Odyssey Persona, 2 of them no less. But it's always a gamble. If they can do both at once, oh boy. That sounds challenging, but if they can do that, ooh. They'd be pretty set, wouldn't they?
I don't have a choice.
I don't need a healing assist.
Hold on.
We fight as one.
I should play more engaged. I legitimately haven't even turned on my Switch since getting to this house. It's definitely because I bought a Steam Deck.
Maybe you can protect us.
Definitely the reason. But, you know. The Switch is great. There's a bunch of games that I played on it and had a blast with. But right now, none of them, like... If I'm gonna play Monster Hunter Rise Break, I'm gonna play it on PS5 and try to get a few more trophies. If I'm gonna play Pokemon these days, I'm probably gonna play an emulated Pokemon or continue my Pokérogue save pile. I did everything I kind of wanted to do in Scarlet and Violet. Splatoon is over now. Splatoon 3 is over. I'm sure they're gonna make a Splatoon 4. I mean, I'm gonna play Deadly Premonition. And like, I fully have had a blast at the time I spent with the Switch, but like right now, I just don't have an urge to turn it on. Any game I want to play is elsewhere.
Let's get this over with.
There is one Switch game I didn't put enough time into, and I do need to play more of, and that's Battle Chef Brigade. It's on other things now, but I bought it on Switch. I don't want to buy it a second time. That game was really fun, but like most things, I got distracted and didn't get too deep into it, and I want to. I really do. I really like what it did.
Maybe it's not all bad.
So I do legitimately
What
want
is
to play
it?
more of that.
Sure.
Keep punching doors.
On
Does
my
anyone have
honor
an
as
ability to
Tyrannos.
destroy a door? Alright, punch the door. Or fly over it, you know. That works too.
I don't think I can win this one.
Well, you know what? Lower his HP.
Continue your heedless march into Albion lands, and I shall stand against you at every turn.
See, the problem with these guys is they're immune to Earthquake, and that's just our go-to move.
It's all on you.
If they ported Xenoblade X, I'd play. I know not much about the game, but I've enjoyed all the other Xenoblades I've played, and people speak enough of it that I would definitely try.
Use it
maybe
well.
Switch 2.
Protect me.
I like people already like the Switch 2 has not been announced officially.
Careful now.
There are already people who are like Switch 2 is not going to be powerful enough. Yeah, that's what Nintendo does. Have you not? Have those people not learned yet? Nintendo's not trying to win the console war. They've won. Hard stop.
My end approaches.
They won by appealing to a wider audience and not going for power. So yeah, Nintendo systems are never going to play the most cutting-edge graphically games. It's just not going to happen. But also clearly nothing really shows that graphics aren't everything quite like a Nintendo system. It kind of really does show that. Save gaming. I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't know if gaming needs saving. I don't think anything's saved it yet.
They won't get past me.
Yeah, it's nuts. And oh, true. This didn't need the initial save. You're right. Fair. I can't believe that it is still the meme thing to say about PS5 is that it has no games. That still boggles my mind. The PS5 has been on a lot of people's Twitter this past week because of the Pro, which again, I still don't think is unreasonable, but whatever. Apparently you get called a Sony bootlicking shill if you think the PS5 Pro isn't the worst thing to ever happen in the history of human beings. Okay. I don't think it's that bad. But I also wasn't going to buy it anyway. I'm still not.
An impressive show of strength, Sir Elaine.
Okay, that's a very good point. I have heard positive things about the way Nintendo treats their employees. Nintendo sure ain't perfect. I wish Nintendo treated its old games as well as they treated their employees. However, treating human beings better is super important and sadly rare in this day and age. So, like, yes, it doesn't undo their other faults, but boy howdy is that a huge good step. Like, that it's unfortunate that that is a huge amount of praise instead of the bare goddamn minimum. But in the age we're in, it needs to be huge goddamn praise. They don't treat their employees like dirt. And whenever big layoffs happen, it's not Nintendo doing it. Nintendo goes, no, we got some good people. We're going to keep those people. We're not going to abuse them. And that's, unfortunately, in the current AAA gaming landscape, a radical thought process. That sucks.
Tell me, Fodokia.
Yes,
why did you
that
lie
is
to us?
very good.
Your people surely seek respite from the suffering of Zenoiran rule.
You have the wrong of it. When the Empire came forth and began violating our land, I fought back with every ounce of my being. I was prepared to oppose their rule until our final soldier fell.
Which is good. And I mean, I guess it makes it stand out even more in a country where overworked to death is a common cause of death.
As were my people. They
makes it stand out even more.
And risked their very
oh,
lives in defending
I can't say no
sacred
firsthand,
ground.
but I've definitely heard.
But 6 months passed, and then a year. The pain of a citizenry besieged grew fiercer and fiercer, until at last there came the breaking point. On that day, my own subjects kidnapped my son and demanded we lay down our arms.
Yeah. Oh, was that based on a real company and not just the amorphous every company there?
That's horrible.
Yet it only worsened from there. By Zenoiran orders, they massacred my child and offered his corpse as a sacrifice to our new masters.
Ramen, have you seen Zom 100?
Barbarians?
You should watch episode 1. The rest of the show is good and worth it. I've seen the whole series. It's 12 episodes, worth watching. You should watch episode 1. I think episode 1 is one of the best singular episodes I've seen in anime. And if you stop at the end of episode 1, I would argue it's still a contained thing, but it definitely focuses on what we're talking about. Specifically, really shitty workplace environments in Japan. And it does it so well. If you have time to just watch one episode, like if you want to watch more, hell yeah. There's good stuff there, there's good jokes, there's good comedy. Watch the first episode. And if you end there, that's fine too. Like, I think it is a self-contained, like there's more, sure, but if you just stop there, that's fine too.
I was well prepared to follow
It is a
him
damn
beyond
good
the
first
veil of
episode.
death, but Zenoira had no interest in executing me.
And it's relevant to what we were just talking about. Yeah.
They chose
I don't want to speak any more about it, because you should just watch the one episode. If you have time and if you have an interest. If you don't, whatever. I don't care. But when I had a bit of extra free time before the move, and I went to Calico Nafra, I was like, hey, I want to watch like an episode of anime while I'm eating. What is the one thing you would want to recommend to me the most? And I had already seen the first episode of that show when I was in the beach house last year. And they were like, watch Zom 100. And the whole series was good, for sure. Glad I watched it. Great jokes, great animation. But that first episode, man, just... Well, yeah, it's the culture itself, but it really shows in the work culture. From an outsider's point of view, I never hear about the rest of it. I hear about the work culture side of things.
So, I bent to
But
the will
I'm
of my
very much an
people,
outsider.
and the path they chose to walk
Halfway across the globe.
was that of subjugation.
Though I would very much like to visit Japan, and plans are loosely in the works for an amorphous future date.
Lord Fodokia.
Oh, I'm sure. I actually kind of forgot about those. I still do intend to play them, but I had kind of forgotten right now. I don't know when it'll happen. I do want to, though.
You
I definitely
might
want to.
not realize this, but we've met before. Years ago when I was just a young girl. Your son and I were quite close, in fact.
To be fair, all our culture ain't issue-free right now, yeah. But it's Schadenfreude. It kind of makes me feel better knowing it's not just us. It's not the same issues, for sure. It's different issues manifesting in different ways. But it's kind of therapeutic to be like, it's not just us. It's so easy to only see what's around you. Rightfully so. It's the stuff that impacts you the most by, exponential levels higher. But it's still kind of nice to know it's not. Like, yeah, it would be great if everywhere was phenomenal, and then if it sucked where you were, you could just go literally anywhere else. And the fact that anywhere is going to have problems sucks. I don't know, it's a little nicer to know it's not just wherever you are. Yes, correct. Well, the internet made the world smaller for good and bad, and news media in general realized that nothing gets clicks and advertisements watched to, like, sensationalize bad news. That's just how it is. I don't know 100% myself, but I definitely, I would, if I asked my dad, hey, when do you think news started exclusively focusing on negative things? I would be willing to bet he would say the assassination of JFK. I would say it was after 9/11 for me. But that could just be because I grew up not watching the news, per se. And after that is when I ended up paying more attention to it. So it might just be it's always kind of been that way, but I didn't notice, because I was a kid, and kids wouldn't notice. Yeah, if you can avoid news and social media, your life will be better, but you also can't. Like, you just can't. You can't avoid all those things. You can try, you can minimize, absolutely. But at some point, you end up utterly uninformed, and that's not ideal either. Like, it's impossible to miss everything, even if you want to. At the point in my life where I am, I think the thing that would make me happiest more than anything is if I never heard the name Trump again for the rest of my life. I think that's the single thing that would make me happiest. But it is all my dad talks about. It is most of what my mom talks about, besides the move, which has now happened. It's just all people talk about. I get it, politics are important. I get that. But man, it's been 8 years of just hearing nothing but his name, and I'm just so tired. And I get it. There are people who have been actively harmed by politics, who are way more tired of it than I am because they are living a worse life. My life has not been impacted in a major way by politics currently, besides the overarching way. I haven't been targeted negatively by politicians. I am a white, straight, cis male. I ain't targeted by anything right now, but like, I get it. There are people who are, and they're way more tired of it and have way more to say, rightfully so. But man, I wish I could just talk to my dad about something without it being like, Trump's bad. It's like, yeah, I know. But wasn't that a good movie we just saw? I'm definitely being slightly hyperbolic, and I love my dad. He's a fantastic person. I do not want to besmirch him. And he means well. Absolutely. But man, so tired. Just so tired. And it's the same here to some degree, and I can't be mad. People want things to be better. People want to improve the situation for themselves, their friends, people they know, and people going through hard times. That is a human thing, and that is not a bad human thing. At all. It's just... I'm just tired. Yeah, I think we're definitely... I mean, let's be honest. More than anything, this is the current state of the internet is negativity and anger. That is the state of the internet. And since the internet is how most of us really communicate in this day and age, me so much included, it's just what it is. For sure, individual people, like, I have such overwhelming faith in individual people. Really, I do. I've definitely mentioned a lot of negative around here. I truly believe that on a person-to-person level, people are good. People will do good, people are good. I really, truly believe that. But you get a bunch of people anonymous on the internet looking for clout, because that's what you do on the internet. Hell, I am streaming. There was a point in my streaming career where I was overly worried about the numbers I make. That happened. I was that person. We've all been that. Anybody on the internet is to some degree looking at numbers and clout. But like, the current thing that gets all the attention, all the news, all the media, all the responses is negativity. It's hating things. It's things being blown drastically negatively out of proportion. It's why the PS5 has no games. It's why the PS5 Pro is the worst thing to ever happen to gaming, when, let's be honest, microtransactions are the worst thing to ever happen to gaming. Pretty much uncontested. Sorry. And if you try to be like, hey, I actually liked something, you always have to, like, give it the caveat of, like, well, it wasn't the greatest thing, but I liked it, otherwise you're being toxically positive. Like, man, just... It's, it can be overwhelming, but it's always nice to take that step back, away from social media, away from whatever. My problem is I have a habit of browsing Twitter before bed. That's bad. I shouldn't do that. I would be a happier person if I did not do that. And I can admit that. I would see far less stupid hate for Dawn Trail, an expansion that I loved. A lot. But I'd also be out of touch of things like all the big layoffs happening. Stuff that is inherently negative, but it's important to know about and important to raise awareness that, like, this is happening. This sucks. And that's just in the gaming side of things. That's just the taste of things in the gaming side. It gets so much hate. I really liked it. It's just, you know, I don't even know what started this tangent. This just went. Yeah, people should be able to like things. There's always going to be that underlying thing of nothing is perfect. Everything has flaws. Even if something was perfect to one person, it will not be perfect to everyone. That is true of every single piece of art or media that has ever existed in the history of humans. Hard stop. What's a 10 out of 10 greatest ascendant life-changing piece of media to one person is something kind of boring and overwritten to another. That's just it. Yeah, but you're also not harassing voice actors. So, you know. So, like, there's that. You went, huh, that was alright. I watched somebody play it. I'm gonna go do something else. Not, that was alright. I'm gonna pick the worst things about that and blame other people for it and make that my entire personality for the next several months. It's, the negativity can get overwhelming. But it's always good to take that step back, or even the step closer, smaller, to see the good, to see that there always will be good. It's just probably not going to be shown on social media. Ooh, one last bit of a tangent. This isn't even about the negativity side. It is crazy how much of Facebook now is AI. It is insane. And we're not talking bots posting stuff and stirring up trouble. I'm not even talking that. It is insane how much of the content on Facebook is clearly AI images. So much of it. It's nutty. Like, I know it's in other spaces too, but I see it the most there. Life. It can definitely seem harder to stay positive as things go on, but gotta try. Always gotta try. It helps that good stuff keeps happening too. You may not hear about it as much, but boy does good stuff keep happening. Scary enough to make hands correct. Yeah, but the worst part is the stuff that I see shared is the stuff that's like still blatantly AI. Like, it's not subtle. It's fun watching her improve. Yeah, that's fair. But like, yeah, that's about it. The implications of AI frighten me, and I'm not an artist. If I was an artist, if I was a writer, if I was, even more so like a concept artist, man, things don't look great. Every company will choose to cut corners cost-wise. All of them. Every company. I absolutely hope so. Like, I really do. And I truly believe that what AI cannot capture is the soul. It can write a long piece of thing, but it will never have the soul behind it. It can make art that looks like a thing, well, it'll never have the soul behind it. I truly believe that. But, like, I think it'll get close enough for a lot of big companies to be like, we'll take that, please. The cheap thing? We'll take the cheap thing. We'll take the cheap thing. But think of how many, like for sure, a lot of smaller companies, a lot of indie game devs, a lot of indie movie people. Of course they're not going to use it. They'd lose what they were trying to capture in the first place. But the corporations? Look at... Hold on, when was the video put out? I think it was 2 years ago. I need to double check this real quick. 1 second. I think it was 2 years ago. Maybe it was a year. Second. 9 months. It wasn't even a year ago. Jesus Christ, time is an illusion. Holy crap. 9 months ago. I thought it was 2 years. It's been a year, okay? 9 months ago, Bomber Guy put out that video about YouTube plagiarism. I bet you don't see as much of that anymore, because all the people who would do that, all the people who would steal content, who would just steal other people's words, are just going to chat GPT a script anyway. And that's so much harder to prove plagiarism in, because you're not directly plagiarizing. You are definitely taking a thing that has looked at all of these things and just using that. But if your whole goal, if you were one of those people who's just like, gotta put out content, it's gotta be content every day, gotta be all that content, who are plagiarizing people, if he put out his video now, I don't think he'd have as much like new things to say. Because most people just can use ChatGPT, because that can write you all the scripts you need. And if you were already putting out things that were just taking the words of other people anyway, that's just what you're doing now. I can't believe that was 9 months ago. Oh my, like, how is that not longer than 9 months ago? Oh no, I should not have looked that up. Oh, that feels like forever. You thought it was more recent, I thought it was further. Oh, time is fake. Time doesn't exist.
I remember a man of great integrity.
Ooh, boy.
Great warmth. And though we were too young to understand much of it,
this has been a
you
great
spoke
year for
often of the
gaming.
true makings
This
of
has been a
Lord,
long year for
of the
Viper.
love such a role requires.
Yes, there is a reason time is banned here. You are correct.
Yes, I recognize you now. You have grown so much since I saw you last.
Agreed, yeah. And there are definitely some mediums that AI does not have a great handle on yet, and that's good. It's good. AI... yeah. We are... AI and deepfakes are definitely things that are going to, one way or another, shape things. For good or ill, they're going to shape things. Season of slime anime. Oh, very cool.
The time has finally come to see my son once again.
The concept of AI-generated stuff is interesting. And if it wasn't inherently built off of stealing from other people who have already, like, stealing from other creatives without their permission, it would have a lot more of a stronger selling point. Watch over his passing, well...
Not while you can still honor his memory.
I like how we've only actually killed one person. That one majorly in the game, screw that guy. Send a message. But it's another one of those things that, like, there needs to be a legal thing about it, but all the people making laws are very old and don't care. Kinda like how net neutrality was a thing that we needed to have for a good while and we didn't, but all the people who make laws didn't know what it was other than, the internet people pay me a lot of money to say no to net neutrality. But they don't know. It's just new tech. Feels my mission is yet unfulfilled. Allow me to accompany you for the sake of those who dare to dream of a better future. Feather shields are defensive-oriented warriors that are highly resilient to magic attacks. Cool. Must admit, you're just as impressive as the rumors claim. Perhaps our fortunes are finally shifting for the better. Materials. Let's see what we got over here. Timber. Sword, feather staff, feather shield. Sensing and naming convention.
Welcome to my humble store. Look around as much as you please.
We have so much money. It would be silly not to spend some of it on healing items, considering we're using so many of them. No, I don't actually use those. I don't really use the traps, though I probably should. Buy a few goat biscuits. Let's keep milking them goats, I guess.
May the...
You can just call me Viper, milker of goats. I guess we need it for some towns. Time to milk them goats. Yeah, Neuro is definitely an interesting way to handle things, and interesting city outcomes. Thank you. A lot of it is definitely me having many artist friends and being a little worried for them. But also, one of my artist friends is super pro AI. And is actively an artist, but is very much pro AI, so, you know, everyone's gonna have different takes. During a moment, see the city star and left. Looks around. Yeah. Here's what I managed to find. Cool. Yeah, that's fair too. Getting close to the capital city. This fine basilica and the township that surrounds it. You sit tight, I'll go take a look around. Doubt this will come as a shock, but they've got soldiers patrolling the entire region. No, no real shock. What we need to do is first cross Valley Shallow Bridge. Then get our hands on Fort Kings Rock there. Speaking of which, I managed to capture a couple of guards on my way back, but they'll be able to tell us more. Leave such interrogations to me, my prince. In the meantime, I suggest you prepare for the impending battle. I love hearing how many people did not use Joseph because of Fire Emblem. In this game, he doesn't seem to be a trap. He's just a legitimate unit you can use, and there's nothing wrong with that. But because of Fire Emblem, people see him and go, no, you get, fool me once, tactical games, but never again. Like, yeah. Also, voltage. Give me a second. Like, he's not cursed. But his archetype has been so often in Fire Emblem games that it's a meme and people don't trust it.
Yet, Galerius claimed the man was dead.
The Pontificate is a hereditary station, meaning the next in line takes the mitre when their forebear passes. Thus, we can almost assuredly assume an heir has ascended to the role.
I don't believe that's likely.
Then perhaps Galerius was lying. Such simple deception is far from beneath him.
Hey,
Lies.
Not to butt in, but...
I do think it's entertaining how little we've used the main story characters in this game.
Isn't Scarlet supposed to be the new Pontifex?
Why would you think such a thing?
Well, the two of you have been acting real weird ever since we got to Albion. I was gonna come ask why when I overheard you talking about it. Sorry, I wasn't trying to pry.
Oh, jeez.
Does he speak true?
It's kind of like how in the first, 3 or so hours of Resident Evil Code Veronica X, you don't have to shoot a gun. They let you aim your knife up and down in that game, and if you go for the legs, the zombies fall to their knees, and you can just keep swiping, and they're not going to be able to do anything. Unless you can't bottleneck the zombies, you never have to fire a pistol. They eventually get smarter later, not smarter, tougher later in the game. But for the first few hours, you don't have to fire a gun at all in Code Veronica. You just go knife.
He does. I'm sorry for hiding it from you all. Pontifex Errant only has one descendant, and that's me.
How long have you known, Elaine?
Since the Sanctuary in Cornea. In the eyes of the Orthodoxy, Scarlet would rightfully take over in the case of Errant's passing.
Which means Galerius did lie.
Liars, no.
It appears the Pontifex still lives and is dictating every move Albion's forces make.
It's possible, yes. But our only hope of learning the truth
Yeah.
will lie in infiltrating the pontifical chambers.
I would make a further argument. It would be difficult too without drastically cutting the size of the cast. And given the choice, I feel like it works better with the bigger cast. Yeah, for sure. Fire Emblem definitely makes the characters have a little more, impact. But I kind of like this game doing it a little different.
Then let me do it.
We already have Fire Emblem. This is something else. I definitely agree.
Zenoira's got the church dancing to their
But I'm
tune.
glad they made a different
It's
choice.
too risky.
Maybe so. But I'm his daughter. And I won't let you stop me from seeing what's become of him.
It's true that we'd be spared a sacrilegious war were you able to convince him to stand
Though I
down.
love the main trio is Sonic, Knuckles, Tails. I do love that a lot.
Yet we must first determine if he even lives. I know how you feel, Scarlet, but such responsibility can't
They
rest
named
on
her
your
Scarlet like she wasn't going to be the tail.
If Arant truly has passed on, yours would surely be the next life they hope to claim.
Yeah. It works well for this game, for sure. Agreed.
So, even a proper scouting mission
And
has
on a more
failed to uncover
personal
the
level,
truth.
I kind of like a game that lets me field a whole ton of viewers instead of like, hey, you get 4 units. Cool.
Indeed, it seems the Basilica's security was far too tight to breach. Though we have recovered word from a few locals who claim they've seen Arant at a distance.
Like, that was
And yet,
always a
he's
huge
made
selling
no public
point of
appearances
Labyrinth,
of late,
beyond all the other
citing
big
grave
selling
illness
points.
as the reason.
Well, even Labyrinth really does let you field a ton of people. Disgaea, you get 10 usually for most maps. Labyrinth, we ended up with a ton. Well, I guess it really wasn't drastically more than 10 on average. But we still had like background characters that would help out. Yeah, if you count the back row, which isn't fully there, but you know.
Whether or not he truly lives, there will be no avoiding conflict with the arm of the Orthodoxy loyal to Zenoira.
If I may, Your Highness, I suggest we advance on the Basilica with all haste.
Before they can rally
I
reinforcements from
think
the
I
rest of
retweeted it,
Albion,
but I
you
saw
mean?
a good Monster Hunter meme earlier, which was very accurate to me. Where was it? Ah, here you go. I really liked this one, and I feel it in my bones, 100%.
I suppose that would forestall an all-out war.
Quite so. And should we manage to bend the trunk of the Orthodoxy toward our cause, its many branches will surely follow
100%
suit.
true.
You okay with this, Scarlet?
I've made
so
my
ready
peace
for
with whatever
Wild.
it is we have to do.
I am already upset about the fact that I know they're going to drop the demo day of. They're going to be like, by the way, demo goes live in 5 hours. I already know that. Already know it. I wish they'd stop doing that. But I'm so excited to play it. So excited to play it.
So don't treat me
So,
any
like,
differently,
yeah.
okay? That goes
Mhm.
for you too, Elaine.
I mean, fair. I haven't played Monster Hunter 1. I feel like it's an acquired taste. But I'm glad they kept going.
That's
I have
easy
not
enough
played
to
one.
say, but this fight will surely see you cross swords with people you know. Maybe even people you love. I imagine the battle will be a painful one indeed.
What's one moment of pain in the face of a lifetime of suffering under Zenoiran rule? For the people of Albion, I'll do anything it takes.
Very well then. Our destination is set. We march for Albion's capital, and Bisphane Basilica held within.
In that case, we must first secure the bridgehead across the river in the Warnby region.
The one thing I'm still super hoping for, and I think we've seen hints that it might be there, I want to be able to capture endemic life again. It was a stupid addition. It didn't add anything to hunting. I really liked it, and I hope it's there again.
Prepare to depart at once.
But of course,
Yeah, starting in Freedom Unite, looking back on that game is so different than from what Monster Hunter is now. It's insane. Hell, the difference between Freedom Unite and 4 is massive. Massive. Huge. And the difference between 4 and Worlds is massive. It's just how it is. But, you know.
A moment, Scarlet. Are you sure you want to go through with this?
It helps that the core ideals are very similar. They're refining a concept. And it helps that it really is led by people who seem to be good at making Monster Hunter games and love making Monster Hunter games. It also helps that they have great creature design people. Hot damn, do they just keep making really good monsters. And the guy who runs the main series, the guy who was the director of World and is the director of Wilds, actively wants the games to feel like a real world. He wants to focus as much on the environment as he does on the monsters, and I think that is a great way to handle that type of game. The monsters are already still in the show, they're amazing, but making it feel like a world, making it feel like a place, an environment, that's that's what gives it that extra flair so much. Yeah, like, the core is still there, even though, as just stated, the difference between like Freedom Unite and World is nutty. Nutty how different those are.
To be honest,
But it
I'm
all
a bit
came in
scared.
steps that led logically ahead. Colonialism, we'll say. That would be nifty. The village vibes were cool. I am really partial to the portable third village, which did come back in Generations, which was great. I loved that. Didn't think it would, but it did. I was always
Praying
partial to
over
that
the matter
village. I
will
really liked
solve
that one.
nothing. I have to
I've
act
played
if
in
I
a bunch of
want to see it
villages, but that
done,
was the one that was like...
and I plan to do just that.
Yeah. Yukumo is very good. For a game that never came stateside, it's still really popular. It also had iconic as hell starter armor. Like, the Yukumo armor set is still around and in so many Monster Hunter games for a reason. Moga was very good, for sure. I don't think there was like a bad one. Gen 3 was good. I kind of like the Freedom Unite town being all snowy, but like, there's a lot of good villages in Monster Hunter. Who would have known? Who would have thought? Poke Village, yep. I mean, I will always have fond memories because it was my first, even though most of those memories were me getting bodied by literally every monster in the game. Every monster in that game bodied me at some point. Most of them at many points. But clearly that did not deter me, which is the important thing. Aha! You'll never catch me! I know. I'm gonna go do the battle. At level 34. We'll probably be fine, right? We'll be fine. To kill no one else. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Father Sonatio, what word of His Holiness?
My sincerest apologies, Lord Nigel. I know your journey here has been a long one, but His Holiness has sequestered himself in the oratory and sternly refuses all who seek an audience.
I liked the overall concept of Astera. I like the base built on like just ships. Yeah, hey, all we really have here to work with is the ships that keep getting sent over. Our base is built out of ships. Visually, I liked it, but yeah, it didn't really... Its whole point was, this is a base we keep building bigger because the Elder Crossing keeps happening. And there wasn't too much besides that. I did kind of like, what was it, the third fleet base? With the woman in charge that ended up like flying slightly. That was a nice little deterrent. Well, not deterrent, difference. But you go there like once. You don't really have to go back there after that. You go like twice. It was cool. You don't do much there. And I really liked the Iceborne town. But less so because of the town, more because of the guild hall. I have so many goddamn fond memories of all of us dancing and prancing and going, checking out rooms and stuff and flaunting gear in that guild hall. And that's not the town. That's just because the online for Iceborne was just so good. It was so fun. It does, yeah, that's interesting to see how that's going to go. I dig that. I would be fine if they focused a little less on the story in Monster Hunter, but if they're going to focus on the story in Monster Hunter, I hope they take tips from Sunbreak. I think Sunbreak did it damn well. There were characters I cared about in Sunbreak. There were characters in Sunbreak that had stuff happen that actually impacted things. It definitely helps that you could bring them on hunts, and we know you're going to be able to bring hunters on hunts in the new game, in Wilds. That goes a long way. Because seeing their personality in 1 or 2 text boxes in town is one thing. Seeing their personality in battle quotes and how they hunt next to you is so different. Like, I wouldn't have given a damn about that other guild chick in Sunbreak. But the second you get her on her hunt with a heavy bowgun and she starts cackling as she just pumps bullets into stuff, it's like, she's insane. That's awesome. Like, literally myths. Yes. 100%. It's just... Twitter definitely helped out. But they did a lot in-game. Some of it was, you know, like... You kind of had to dig deep for some of it, and I'm sure it was a payoff for some people. Like, I didn't really care that the merchant had, like, the story at the end of his thing with the Matsu. Like, cool. It was a great cinematic, but, like, I had to look up later, like, what even his whole thing was, because, like, they didn't really touch on it much, unless you went looking, and I didn't. And that's cool. Muscles guy, yeah. There was good stuff there. I liked the twins. I liked a lot of their interactions in the overworld. I also loved, what was his name? He was in the base game. The guy who comes in riding the Zenogre. The guy who's clearly a ninja, but they gave him, like, a Californian surfer bro voice. I forget his name. I liked him. Pekko was a huge fan of him, too. But Pekko definitely shipped their OC in him. Utsushi, him, he was phenomenal. He was really good. And it's funny how just a little bit of, like, an accent or whatever in his writing, and a little bit of accent and, like, typing of his voice, for a character that was rarely seen in the game, still made him that memorable. That's a bad thing. Yeah, see? I did not read those. So, clearly, yeah. It's interesting that they put so much of story there, but I'd still argue that Sunbreak, to me, was I think the most I've cared about, like, NPCs in a Monster Hunter game. And I liked For You. Don't get me wrong. I liked For You. But I still think, I would argue for me, Sunbreak did a little better. For me. It's probably scandalous. There's probably Monster Hunter people out there fuming if they heard those words, but for me, I think Sunbreak did it better. I think Sunbreak is the peak of Monster Hunter story for me right now. And I don't think Monster Hunter needs a heavy story. They could cut out a ton of the story of Monster Hunter and it would affect me zero. At all. I would still love the games equally. But I think if they're gonna keep going with the story, which I don't think is a terrible idea, learn from Sunbreak. Take some tips from there. Sunbreak did it very well. Yeah. For You was about the caravan, the family vibes, the traveling together, and the nemesis, the Gore Shaggy.
Such has been the case.
But it wasn't really
months
about
on
the
end.
characters themselves, specifically.
Respectfully, Father. A faithful grow more worried.
But it was
for
still
his
a
well-being
decent...
with every
When most
passing
people
day.
point to... Excuse me. Monster Hunter story mode that they enjoyed the most, a lot of people point to For You, and they're not wrong at all. I would have too.
Concerned, yet we can only
Yeah, Gore's the most fleshed out character in the story, but by far, yeah.
Just as he unceasingly
There's a
prays
reason
for the
Gore is
state of
super
his
popular.
tormented
It helps that his design is phenomenal. Even if Shaggy never happened, Gore's design is so good. To me, they just went up to it slightly with Shaggy. Which is what it should be. It should be one-upped slightly. But like, even people who don't care or play Monster Hunter see that design and are like, that's dope. It's really cool. Frenzy as lore is great. Frenzied monsters, Apex monsters needed a little tweaking. But even Frenzy as gameplay before you got to Apex was pretty cool. I liked that it started to spread in like G rank and high rank, and like it was actually infecting other monsters. That was really cool. Yeah, like getting Frenzied yourself made you have to act according to the lore or chug a nullberry. But, you know.
So I shall.
Apex is garbage. Everyone knows it.
Very well.
But that doesn't stop for you from being, rightfully so, hailed as one of the better Monster Hunter games. And definitely one of people's favorites, for sure. Zisufraging, more mad, yeah.
Even a passing glimpse of His Holiness would set my mind at ease. And yet...
A word, Sir Nigel.
Sacred Guard.
GU is definitely the most bananas here, have options, enjoy, content stuffed Monster Hunter game. Bar none. No contest.
We've a report from a congregant residing in Burgundy.
I lean to World's Iceborne right now because I love the world. I love the environment. I love seeing things interact and it feeling like a living world. That's what I love. So it's always going to be monsters to hunt, and I'm always going to love that. But to me, I really resonated with, this is an environment, this is an ecosystem, this is creatures, they interact with each other. I loved that vibe. But I get why GU is a lot of people's favorite. I get it. There's so much there. There's so much good there. I get it. Totally get it. Understandable.
So the day of
I definitely have a different point of view on it, but I get it.
The Heaven's Wing Knights make ready for battle.
And man, I don't got anything bad to say about GU over here.
You are to mobilize.
Yeah, sure, I like the way World handles,
the rebels are stopped before they ever cross the valley shallow.
Making things feel like a living, breathing world. But man, hop in GU, grab any of those like Deviant Malfestio, Deviant Mizutsune weapons, let's go slap something down. It was a good time. It's a good time. We hunted so much in those games and died to so much of it. Let me reiterate our aim in this battle, Your Holiness. Your Highness. We seek the capture of Fort Kingsrock to the west. In order to reach it, we must first pass over Valley Shallow Bridge. Somehow I doubt that they'll just let us across, though. Yeah, leveling deviants sucked. Deviants, other than one super deviant, were great. Also, bringing a hunting horn with negate poison to Dread Queen was just, you felt like a god. You felt like a god. Like, hunting horn always helps the party. But I don't know if I've ever felt that help more than negate poison on Dread Queen. You feel it. You're like, you would all be weak-ass bitches without me. I am carrying this party. I hate Crystal Beard so much. He's the worst. Super Crystal Beard is legitimately unfun to fight. The memes can be funny. The fighting, it's so unfun. I would argue there are harder Super Deviants. But there are none out there less fun than Crystal Beard. His Infinity Gauntlet insect glaive is cool. I'll give you that. That's cool. Tis utter sacrilege to imperil the safety of our hallowed land. Onward, men. May the word of the unicorn direct your march. No. Alright, don't lose the post. Capture their post. Oh, defeat Nigel. Alright, not necessarily, but it's still capture the post. That's fine. We have 4 points. We need to keep someone here. What do we keep here? I feel like the joke is always keep these guys here. And I'm more than willing to lean into that joke.
For the people of Cornea. I shall see it done.
We need someone who can fly over stuff. We probably need several people who can fly over stuff.
Until my dying breath.
I guess.
I shall see it done.
And we probably want a good ground unit. There you go. Weapon design into you. Yes, had some great weapon design. I still think I like some of the well-designed late-game weapons in Iceborne a lot. I don't know if they beat GU. I like them a lot. Yes, nobody's denying the world in Iceborne had a lot of padding weapons. When they flex the weapons, though, they flex the weapons. And I really do think they flexed hard. The cat was phenomenal. The cat, what is it, Switch Axe? I think it's a Switch Axe? I think they learned their lesson. We'll see. Also, for what it's worth, I kind of think that the base bone and iron weapons fit the general aesthetic and vibe they were going with in World. Please don't kill me. I know nobody wants to hear it, but I think it actually did fit the vibe of the early game of the World and the aesthetic they were trying to land on of like, we really do just scavenge everything we can possibly get, and it's going to show because things aren't going to be as flashy early on. Would I have been happier with more fleshed out, colorful, designed weapons? Yeah. I can kind of see where they were coming from with those. Don't hate me. Kind of see where they were coming from with those weapons in World. I see why they did it, and I don't think it was a wrong choice. Well, I think it was the wrong choice overall, but I don't think it was a choice without merit.
Whenever you need me.
And I can see why and how they came to that point.
I guess I'm going.
Yeah. Man, but when they did finally make some of those weapons with some crazy designs in mostly Iceborne, some at the end of World, mostly Iceborne, boy were they good. I think some of those zombie weapons are just phenomenal. Some of those Awakened zombie weapons are some of my favorite weapons outside of Mizutsume and Shaggy. Really good. But I get it. I totally get it. People aren't wrong. It's hard to be like, man, I loved that weapon when that weapon was the same bone with just a different colored feather attached to it. I get it. It's reasonable. But also, on that same front, I feel like Puke's hammer hasn't come back. Puke's hammer in World was actually great, and they just kind of ignore that in future stuff. And I don't know why. I'm glad that they've, like, made actual Puke weapons rise for fuel. Good. That's not a bad thing. But why get rid of the one that was already good? I really liked that Puke hammer. A lot.
How might I serve?
Maybe it was because it was a rare outlier. Yeah, sure.
With haste.
That's not false. But also, come on, man. That was good.
You'll not
Gotta catch the Puke babies. I think they've confirmed that they're not baby Pukes, but they are just that right amount of cute and ugly that everyone's gonna love. And honestly, I hope we can catch them too. I will absolutely be catching them if we can. 100%. And I will, oh yeah, for sure, I'll probably still call them baby Pukes too.
Still going.
You're not. They're clearly not too weak to hurt us, so maybe we should take someone down. Glacial Rain's gonna fail. Glacial Rain is such a gamble, because like it's so easy to kill her before that lands. But if you don't, it's also so easy to kill all of them before it lands. But if you don't, you die. If you don't kill her and there's anyone left standing, you're going down. Yeah, true. That's freaking Bracky. Yeah. Didn't they do better for the Raging Bracky weapons, though? I think they did. I still agree, but the Raging Bracky,
May your soul find
that was some
peace.
good stuff.
On my honor as
They fixed the
Tyrannos.
weapons, and god, that fight was so fun. That fight was so nutty. We need
I
to send
wield this
someone else
lance
over
for the people of Cornea.
to try to capture that voice. I
Joining
don't
the
know if we're going to be
battle.
able to,
Your orders, please.
but I want to try.
I'm heading there now.
And if they die,
Seems like
I
a
don't really care
problem.
much.
I don't have a choice. Not a problem.
Do I have?
Brace yourself.
I
Not
don't.
a
Do I?
time.
I
Not
don't.
a brace your time.
I don't.
Not a time.
I don't.
Not
Do
a
I?
time.
I don't.
Not
Do
a
I?
time.
I don't have a choice.
I picked the wrong one anyway, but whatever. We do more damage to them, it's fine. I'm sure somebody dies here, though.
Just try me.
Another thing that blows me away about this game, besides the goddamn beautiful vanillaware aesthetic always,
Let's get him.
I can't believe the number of amazingly well-known quality voice actors they got and just put on random units. Like, any other game, they'd be like, you're the protagonist, you're huge, you're super important. They're like, nah,
I'll restore you.
we got Joker, we got the Smash Bros. Announcer. He's a werewolf in a kilt. You might not even use him. You might not even get him. But like every unit, it's just like, I know that voice actor. I know that voice actor. They're amazing. And they're just like, yeah, we know. We put a good person on everyone for their 10 battle lines. Yeah, we have Luca from Labyrinth. They deserve every bit of work. She's a werewolf in a kilt. She needs to be. Oh crap, that's gonna suck. Where did they have? Oh, they did. Okay. Maybe step back.
Fine.
Real quick.
I have no choice.
I still don't know if I have heard an overall better English voice acting job for one character. There are some damn good voice actors out there.
Steady.
I don't know if, for me, any of them beat Luca and Labyrinth. He put in so much work. It's so good. And it took what was already a damn good game. Labyrinth was already a blast and we were already loving it. But man,
By the phase protection. What is our
Luca's
strat-
voice actress carried so much of that. Dronia too, in the earlier bits. But when it needed to have that extra emotional stuff, Luca carried it. And had to. The end of that game would not have hit like it did without her doing that performance. It just wouldn't. It just wouldn't. It still would have been a great game, we still would have played it and loved it, but it would not have been the same. We had a bonfire right there.
How might
Whatever, stab him,
As
fine.
I made it.
Yeah.
Allow me.
I feel bad because I do not off the top of my head remember the voice actress' name. But I should remember it. I only follow one or two voice actors on Twitter. And I don't know why Erica Mendez is one of them. She does a great job. But I don't know why she's one of the select few I follow on Twitter. But she's super big into 14 and I love that.
You'll be okay.
I love that. Like she's cleared ultimates, she's cleared raids and stuff.
I'll not be
She
outdone.
did this today. I guess they've got a thing going around of like selfie of your Warrior of Light. Like she's big into 14. It's like, yeah. She's also in like every goddamn game. She's everywhere now. Not a bad thing.
Those who defy
That sounds right. Like, it's crazy. She can find time to do all that voice acting work and still play 14. But she pulls it off.
I'll heal you. I can barely stand.
Yeah, considering the praise I rain down
They'll never beat
on
us.
Luca, I have to. Absolutely. Yeah, she's not even a voiced. It literally, Mercenaries Type E is her voice credit in this game. Not even a named character.
Wherever you
I'm
go.
sure she does a great job, but like, man, show some
I have this
respect.
one.
Show some. Yeah, it's okay. It's so insane to me to see somebody put on a voice performance that good, and see them in like all these side roles and like. I'm glad they're getting work. Hell yeah, awesome. As long as they're getting paid and they're living their best life, good. Oh man, it's a shame they're not given more opportunities to just flex like that. Because that's just the biggest flex I've encountered.
Forgive me.
Truly, truly. Like, they're in a ton of stuff.
This should help.
We're gonna die here. Also, apparently, they're Rams from Ram from Zero's English voice actress. That's cool. And they do a few Demon Slayer characters. It's like, it's not like they're only inside bits or anything, but
I'm struggling here.
it's just a shame that there's not more people out there that are like, nah, look at what they can do. This is so unnecessary. Like, we don't even need this side area. This is just me being like, I want it. So we're gonna keep bashing our heads against it. We need to wait for that to land. There we go.
I stake my honor
Cool,
on this
good.
battle.
Oh, they're only in flashbacks? Really?
Feel better.
We've got a bunch of roles in Konosuba. Unfortunately, the most prominent of them is the cat. Chonsuke. The other characters show up for like once ever. The cat is reoccurring. That's a little funny. Ah, damn, Luca. Man.
That was close. I got you.
It's just so ascending.
Is that better?
See, Chloe?
So, they're not even level 30 yet. Oh no.
Purchase a good book to
We've got people who are like 40 by now, and they're like mid-late 20s.
I'm standing by.
Cool.
You'll not escape.
Until they have character. Everybody has to at some point. Glad she got her chance. I can't believe we're gonna have the dragon of Atelier now.
I won't make this easy.
It seems like the beasts are like the antagonist of this one? For the Atelier game. It seems like the dragon and the werewolf guy are definitely the antagonists, so that's gonna be interesting.
All my strength.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. There we go. Yeah, see, their mistake was letting that cross-range shot actually happen.
What is our strategy?
You lose if you let that happen. Alright, let's try this guy again. You know what?
Where should I go?
Yeah. There we go. Now we go over.
I guess I'm going.
Okay, no rocks this time.
I'm ready to fight.
Ooh, man, it's just two defenseless randos. They do get cut down pretty nicely. I forgot about how much Booba is on the Elven Fencer. And how those cups only really cover the bottom quarter? That's not how nipples work, okay? Just saying.
Your orders, please. Sir,
Get him.
allow me.
That's 100%
You'll be okay.
Sora's character now, though, right?
I've only just begun.
I do like Meteor Slash a lot as an attack.
Those who defy me.
Oh, okay, you can miss the first two and then hit.
This should help. They'll never beat us.
Let's see just how impressed the lady. All to protect. All for the sake of my healing.
Yeah, it is a very dumb idea. I do also love it. It's going to be a good time.
I have this one.
I have very high faith in anything Atelier.
I'll enjoy this.
Let it show.
He'll not be outdone.
Ow. Damn. Two shot. No, no Roche. Oh, that's gonna kill someone. Yep. Well. Yeah, evasion tanks versus archers. It's a bad mix-up. I mean, he's dead. Thankfully.
We've repelled. This should help the cause. I think I've gotten a little better at this.
And hey, all we really needed them to do was
Brace
get
yourself.
that base.
Let's get this.
Time to
Do I have
Yeah,
to?
he'll use 6. Like their sole goal was just get that base.
Would you look at that?
Hey, my coat.
Hope you're paying me more.
Another step on the path of progress.
A product of my devotion.
I actually did it. Wherever you'd like me.
You take the base.
I'm heading there now.
You guys are taking that
We've
one.
secured it.
And before Yumi comes out. Probably not a bad idea.
The end is upon you. Protect us.
Towards better chance of taking the next one. You've almost certainly seen some definitive improvements since then. So I can only imagine you're probably getting there, if not there.
Freeze. Aim and
You're reading what accounts to basically military documents in trails. I think you're okay for an Atelier.
I won't make this easy.
Kick the horse. Imagine being built like her and you run up to a horse with a table shield in one hand and Guts' sword in the other and kick the horse.
I'm pleased with this. As I expected.
Oh, I
On
love
my
it.
honor as Turanos.
I
with
love
haste.
it.
Heading there now.
Now we got flyers
Fly
coming.
true the liberation's banner.
Okay. Do anything you want, honestly, not harm our citizens. Okay, we'd never think of it. Barrel pieces. Place my faith in those words. Give you this as a symbol of my trust. Cool. By the way, best keep an eye out if you're planning on crossing the Valley Shadow. You linger too long, and that catapult will crush your bones to dust. My big hope is that the catapult will have some ammo left from the Wingate turret. Oh crap, you got range like that. You suck.
Uh-huh.
Get a little damage. Screw you guys.
Whenever you need me.
You get that
Understood.
catapult.
What is it?
You keep going there.
Sure.
It's not safe. Brace yourself.
You got a lot of assists, but they're not going to matter much. Doesn't matter how much you've actually improved. Always feel like you don't know it enough.
Wanna
Yeah.
keep
Also, dude,
going?
how's it going? Welcome to Viper in the chat. Don't your table is smacking. That's true. She sure got the job done.
Better care of yourself.
Ain't nobody
It
doubting
seems you
that
need this.
at all.
Pretty good.
It's just kind of funny.
Looks like I win. I
So,
think they're
yep,
on
they're
to
sneaking up on us too.
Let's get this over with.
That Dragoon dive really knocked out a punch. Damn, alright.
Watch and learn.
I totally forgot that today was a Pokemon Go community day for the last hour of it. And it was one I actually cared about because it was both Ponytas, and I think both of them have a damn good shiny. I got enough. I got 2 of each. Also, Topaz. Bye, Topaz. Enjoy the lake. 5? Jeez.
Hey.
Alright, yeah.
We did good. I'm actually
bit of a
getting
walk.
better at this.
I did also reinstall
Oh, look at
the Monster Hunter mobile game because it's its 1-year anniversary, and I kind of just want to see what's different.
guess I'm
But I haven't had a
going.
lot of time to play it right now, just because
Not a problem.
there was also a Pokemon community day, so I haven't really seen too much. They do have a current crossover going with a clothing brand, which is really funny because the story of that one, the first quest is just Nakuya Ku stole these dope headphones, go hunt it and get them back.
Hey, we did it!
So you do, and you get a pair of headphones for, excuse me, layered armor, which is, you know, fine.
What is it?
You stop moving, you keep
Guess it's
moving.
ours now.
Let's let the rocks fall. Cool.
If I have to. Fine.
Alright, we should maybe gather some other people. But this is kind of going okay. Maybe when we get a base over here, we'll spawn more people. Because that's when we have to capture. So if we capture this, we can spawn people there. Right? Right. Yeah, the Mr. Beast collab, that was...
Brace yourself.
something. That was a choice. It's an empty, soulless smile. It's also a smile that has so much money behind it. So much money. Just so much money. Like, holy crap. But it is 100% a soulless smile.
It seems you need this.
See, to me,
How tiresome.
Monster Hunter now feels more recent than the H-Bomber era did. Even though it is
Looks
not.
like I win.
Definitively not.
Your orders, if you would. Advancing.
But it feels it to me.
I've
Right,
arrived.
so if we use this to take down like the towers and the other catapult, that should be a good use for it, right? They can't dodge it, which is the other point.
Do I have to?
Cool. Still gonna hurt, but screw you. I know they just added Magnamalo to the game, and that's cool. I still can't, I'm still stuck on the story bit I was stuck on originally, which was just beating my first Rathalos.
Let's get him.
You don't mess around, and it also, you're given 60 seconds per hunt, so like you have to be more efficient until you get better gear. And I clearly don't have better gear, so... They also just added Dynamax Pokemon to Pokemon Go. They've added Dynamax Pokemon before they've added Mimikyu. Mimikyu is not in Pokemon Go. You can buy Mimikyu themed gear with real money. You can buy Mimikyu, like, equipment for your character. You cannot catch Mimikyu in Pokemon Go. Yeah, Mimikyu is 100% like one of the newer like mascot style characters.
Bowstring grows tauter.
It is possible they will finally add Mimikyu this Halloween season,
Sure.
but even then, it sucks knowing that they never add them
Where should I
shiny
go?
right away. So like, even if they add it, it won't be shiny
there
able
now.
yet.
Hey, I took
Damn
it.
it, I hate that the rock sword didn't. Wait, we can prevent them from environmental stuff, right?
nothing.
With an item?
Another step on the path.
Keep getting sharper.
This power.
I'm actually getting better at this.
Your orders, if you would.
Item... It's the Giant's Canopy? All non-combat damage taken. Cool. Catapult sucks. Thank you.
Whenever you need me.
If I have to. Fine.
Your orders, if you would.
Back there.
Advancing.
It's only got 2 shots left. We're gonna make good use of those 2 shots. Probably.
I'm standing by.
I mean, any watchtower we can take down is a win for us. I don't know what
Guess
they're
it's
doing.
ours now. Uh-huh.
We can also go over here and
Sure.
heal up.
Looks
live,
like I
really?
win.
Well,
What now?
let's heal up. Yeah. When the fact that there are still Pokemon in Pokemon Go that are not shiny able is crazy. Like, you cowards. Make everything shiny able. Is there anything else we really want to do? Arrow rain point kill them. Thundercloud ain't gonna reach. Yeah, kill them. Screw it. We got Valor to spend.
So far,
I'm
so
gonna-
good. Where should I go?
Alright, so... think that's the play. So that when we go for that, they have no support. I think that's the play.
Uh-huh. I guess I'm going.
Your orders,
You're
if you
out
would.
of stuff now, so you go over here somewhere.
Heading there now.
There you go.
Let's keep
Got it.
going.
I made it.
Alright. I don't know why you, but you're just standing there. No! No, you moved! I was like, why are they just standing there? I could have used that. Alright, so this.
I have to.
Ah, some reinforcements.
Uh-huh.
Can't get them both. We can target them and hope that reinforcements are within range while it happens. We'll see.
Not a problem.
The consumable system is very good, and they give you enough money and other ways to get it.
Want to keep going?
Just try me.
Like,
Purging the
I always feel like there's enough of them that I don't have to feel bad using them, but not so much of them that I just go willy-nilly. Which is the right balance in that.
In my sights.
If I just went freely like off on them, we'd run out of everything. But if we're like, oh, we're just about to win this battle, or like, oh, it's gonna crush us, can I just keep us alive for another turn? You can do that. And if you make a really big mistake in a battle, you can come back from that at the cost of those items. It works out nice.
It seems you need this.
Also, I know we've talked about it like every stream in this game, but like, the designs of every single one of these units, man. Literally my only complaint about the design is I wish that that healer kept the goddamn mask. I wish he kept the Plague Doctor mask. Or there was an option for that. But you know, it's really not the biggest of complaints in the whole wide world.
Where should I go? Advancing.
Everything else, 11 out of 10. I just wish he kept the mask.
Time to prove.
And even then, her design is great. I like it. It's
At
the mask
least
would
try.
It would have been nice if she like evolved into it. Like when you promoted the unit, she got it.
Hey, we did it! So far, so good.
Artist non less than 10 weeks per round. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, no, the items are strong as hell. Like, you want to use them.
I actually did.
Your orders, if you would.
I actually want to capture that one.
Heading there now.
But I also kind of want to shoot another cannonball at it.
What is it? Uh-huh.
Screw it. You fight those guys. The town will be
yourself.
weakened. Yeah, I picked the right one.
Want to keep going?
Oh, probably not, yeah. Like, there's a lot of usages that I have not been paying attention to, which is why I play on normal difficulty. Oh, damn. That's cool.
I'll cleanse your
Oh,
soul.
taunt bells to take enemies on towers? Yeah, I shouldn't do that. I've got flying units, so I'm just like, let me just go slap them. But like, yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Pull them off the towers so they can't do their thing. At least not free. And there's much range.
Do you want to fight? Let it be done.
I love seeing a hammer that big swing at one of my units and see 8 pop off. That's just great. Especially a non-tank unit. That's a dragon rider.
Whenever you need me.
Let's just wait for those.
Your orders, if you would. Advancing.
Wait for those to land. There you go.
Where should I go? Understood.
What is it?
Oh wait, no, maybe not that. Well, whatever. Fine.
Not a problem.
So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it's rare to see a game with items balanced well and in that way. Normally items are like, you know me, I hoard everything. But I've used so many items in this game because they're legitimately really good, and I still haven't even used all of them in correct ways yet, and I've still used a
Don't
bunch.
let it happen again.
Haha. I do appreciate that checkmate won the battle.
So far,
Pretty
so good. Your orders, if you will. Heading there now.
Alright.
Location secured.
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
Good flyers, this should hurt.
Looks like whenever you need me.
Oh yeah, it definitely could be RNG reliant. I imagine. I'm not even playing on the higher difficulties, but I can see how that could be the case.
Advancing.
But man, they did so much right.
Let's get this over with.
I guess we'll take the 1 damage. You know what? $35 damage, I don't like that. At least want them dead. I both hate that this works and kind of love it. Equal measures. Oh. They still don't die, but we heal. It feels so wrong, but also like... Oh man. I've definitely shown this happen before, but I looked over at my monitor. Somebody's peeking on me.
We fight as one.
Every time. Like, it's angled so... I couldn't have known... Whoops, sorry. Cable got twisted. I couldn't have known when I took that screenshot that it was going to line up with the way I naturally place my windows over there. But it does so well. Oh, man. Yeah, absolute accident. Phenomenal. Stop flexing. Oh, I'm glad that missed everyone. Good. Goes to flex. Falls over.
We did good.
Oh, man. Good.
I don't have a choice.
Brace yourself.
Do I have
No,
to?
take the 17 healing. I am so glad we got the I missed voice clip. I'm sure Potts hates it. I like it. It is also kinda still crazy how much that voice sounded like Potts. Kinda nutty.
Maybe it's not all bad. What is it?
You go there.
Sure.
Like, it's not 1-to-1.
Took it.
It's close though. Not here to hurt us, are you? Wouldn't touch a hair on your head, I promise. Sorry for scaring you, kid. Confess you don't appear to be our enemy. We'll offer you what aid you can, should you simply agree to leave in peace. Alright, I'll take that aid. That's really good aid. So let's go over here.
Heading there now.
But on the way, we have a ton of valor
Whenever
points.
you need me.
Hold on a second.
Your
We have a
orders,
ton
if
of
you will.
valor points that we can use. That make it a smidge easier when we get there.
So, where should I go?
Done admirably indeed to weather our assault. If this is as far as your tenacity shall take you, prepare to face me.
If I have to.
I'm prepared. I assure you, I think I'm
Your
prepared.
orders, if you would.
Wow, we can't vital absorb him yet. Rain more arrows.
Where should I go?
This almost feels like cheating,
Your
but,
orders, if you would.
you know, whatever. Alright.
I don't have a choice.
Time to prove.
Let's get this over with.
Brace yourself.
Do I have to?
I guess we'll heal to max HP. Talk separation anxiety. Ah, that's
holy defender of the
unfortunate.
Palladian Orthodoxy. While the breath of life still flows through me, you'll not cross this point.
What you can't see is him just covered in arrows.
It's all on you.
Stay back.
All puns aside, yeah, that sounds like it's gonna suck. I'm glad there's somebody there to look after him.
Stop at us now. Honor your shield. Behind me.
Sure you didn't. You typoed into a pun. Sure, typo. I
It
understand.
is an utter disgrace to be humbled so.
I thought just because you had a big shield and a big voice, you could big stop us? Nah.
Another step on the path.
Hope you're paying me more.
A product of my devotion.
Half this pendant. Strong. Woo! Sweet guys. You pick your base.
So, you're the one commanding these rebels.
No.
Come forth and claim my head, if you dare. I assure you, it won't be an easy task.
Okay, first of all, we beat you already. Second of all, calm yourself.
That's enough, Nigel. Lay down your arms.
You know him, Scarlet?
What did you call her?
This is the man who delivered me to Palavia as a child. Him and a trusted few servants, that is.
Then it's truly you. But what are you doing consorting with insurgents?
Consorting? Insurgents?
Do you remember the words my father left me with all those years ago?
I relayed the message myself, yes. It was regarding your sacred mission, to serve as guide and guardian for the savior who would one day greet Palavia's shores.
Savior? What is he talking about?
Dimitri. Yeah, I can hear it.
Wait. You mean to say the man before me
Is the same one that my father foresaw. Yes, but it's not out of duty to my lineage that I fight for the liberation. I've joined his cause of my own free will, and I'll do anything in my power to help him see it through.
Then you would see our savior turn his blade on the very orthodoxy you claim to represent.
I have no quarrel with the Church or its teachings. Yet despite their claims of neutrality, 'tis devout feet filling Zenoiran boots.
Indeed. As ordained by the divine words of His
You
Holiness.
just don't hear
Pontifex
devout
Aropt.
feet very often. It's, like, I get it. The phrase made perfect sense what he was saying. You just don't hear the words devout feet next to each other. Ever.
Galerius told us the Pontifex is dead.
Blasphemy! I'll not suffer this impious slander.
Then answer me this instead. Why is the Church's army after Scarlet?
They're... what?
Surely one of the Orthodoxy's own knights should know what holy orders are being pursued.
Clearly not. Yeah, it does.
Or what machinations are underway inside the Basilica's walls. Another moment here and you'll be surrounded by your alleged allies. Go. Learn the truth for yourself.
Alright, well, bye.
I'll brook no further impediments, Father. I must see His Holiness at once. And I refuse to leave these halls until I'm granted the audience I seek.
If you've come to inform him of your defeat, worry not. I have already made it known.
Damn.
His Holiness is most disappointed in you.
Then allow me to prostrate myself before him and plead for forgiveness.
You forget your station, Sir Nigel. The failure you've brought our sacred name earns you discipline, not clemency.
Then answer me this at least. Is it true that our knights are in pursuit of his daughter?
A libelous rumor, and little more. As you well know, Lady Scarlet was granted hermitage as a young girl, in service of her divine calling. Seeking her out is strictly forbidden, as is even speaking her name.
But one of you said his daughter, one of you said her name.
It was, perhaps.
Halt, Sir Nigel. None may intrude upon the pontifical chambers.
If you've a matter for church hierarchy, you may see it brought before Father Senatio.
A word first. As the guards at his very door, you must surely have beheld his holiness of late. How is he?
Well,
Also, is that... What's his name?
As I expected.
Sounds like him, right?
A wicked aura lingers in the air. And on this day, I shall discover why.
Imagine just shoulder checking two highly armored holy guards to the ground. And then standing over their unconscious bodies like, yeah. Before strutting away. Powerful. Powerful.
What foul stench! 'Tis the putrid scent of death himself!
A visitor, huh?
Well,
I see my guards have proven even more worthless than
my
I
shock face.
anticipated.
What a chat.
Away from his holiness, devil!
Man, teleporting, like, instant transmission really is just hacks.
Such sacrilege defies the natural order of our very world! Baltro, sorcerer of Zenoira, it was you who murdered him!
Oh, believe what you wish. Though, if the Pontifex were pronounced dead, the man who beset his chambers in a fit of rage would surely be the first and only suspect.
I swear, there was an old man there who could teleport and had a dark flame get... Yeah, I really seem guilty, don't I? Yeah,
I've heard rumors about you. A foul necromancer who treats corpses as though they were mere playthings. Just as you've done to his holiness.
And how will you explain that, Your dear leader, as cold and lifeless as the very statues you pious fools see fit to worship. You'll be hanged as a heretic for even suggesting it.
Any soul with reason will see you as the true heretic here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know how much reason...
How unfortunate it is to find you here, despite all my warnings to the contrary.
Yeah, that too.
Father Senatio!
Oh no!
You knew of this?
There is nothing to know. His holiness yet lives, and any claims to the contrary are surely the result of a lamentable bout of madness.
We're literally in a room with his rotting corpse. It smells to high heaven, and you're sitting here like, denial is so good, as long as it keeps me in power.
The humiliation of defeat is harsh indeed, Sir Nigel. Perhaps harsh enough to drive a vile heretic to murder.
Well. Well. Yeah, let's save. Oh, that's gonna clear a bunch of people. Nope. Thought it was gonna clear more. That's fine. Bound by sacred oath. Jeez. We've gotten a lot. I wonder if there's like one trophy that holds everyone back. This probably has a high platinum rate. Level 50 with any character. Just looking at percentages real quick. 28 archive entries. So that's a Or 100 archive entries. So it looks like anyone who tries for it, that's the limiting one so far. 20% hidden. I don't want to uncheck it. But that's the limiting one. So it's probably like a 20% platinum rate or so. 18-1. Alright. Don't know what awaits us at Bisfine Basilica, but I'm ready to find out. Let's go, man. So, I'm gonna say, considering how story quests go in this game, we ain't doing that story quest in an hour. Ah, goat milk. Delicious goat milk. I'll see if there's other stuff I can faff about with, but I don't think we're gonna do a big end of continent story mission in an hour. Going off, beating the final boss for the start of the game? Huh. Interesting. Father's blessing is splendid indeed. You have my thanks for imparting upon us. I love silly things like that. Like I was watching. I rewatched it last night. A Mandalore gaming video on a typing game that seems really fun, and it's got like a narrator, a main character voiced very well with a lot of voice lines. And apparently, if you... Oh, 4 secret endings are legendary. If you intentionally fail the tutorial where they're trying to teach you the game, not only does he make fun of you, but he step by step goes through how to get a refund for the game on Steam and recommends that you do on the and that you check the box game was too hard. That's awesome. That's so good. I love stuff like that. Or crazy secret endings. Far Cry 4, I almost didn't believe it when I first saw it.
Look around as much as you please.
And you really do have to wait around an awkwardly long amount of time. Like, it's so long that I was like, was that video fake? Like, did I do something wrong? Like, it's just that long, but it works.
Not a problem.
Truly crazy how good that was. So, yeah, there's some stuff. Now we got another thing here. So far, we're doing okay. We don't have the 200 to expand. I don't really care about unlocking new slots right now. I feel like we're doing okay. I feel like if we lose a map, it's not because we didn't have enough slots open. It's because I done goofed. I don't think the slots are going to be the limiting reagent anytime around here. There's story. Hey, we got mining. Hello, miner. 1,000 gold. Robbery. I'm good at mining. Or oh, jeez, all right. That just was something right away. How much is there to dig around here? More time. More time. This is the mining that doesn't end. Doesn't mean I'm getting anything, just jeez. Oh, that's 400? The hell is... I'm gonna run out of time before we get this item. I don't know what the hell I got, but it was something. 5 minutes, I believe that. After seeing that... Oh, February. Okay. Platinum... Who would have thought? We went mining. We got rock.
It's magic.
Damn it. Mighty Dig. Mighty Dig. Is this going to be the one where we get no time after the last one? Last one gave us all the time. This one's like, psh, you already had it all. Oh, listen. Nothing. How's there no ore? Alright, well, one of these runs went better. Well, if you can use Lucas' voice. Oh, yeah, yeah. Let me go do that. They don't specify other than just Mercenaries Type E with a vague picture, but there's so many people listed, including ProZD. So that's cool. Yeah, it doesn't give any further. I will go try for sure. Maybe Werefox? I don't know. Like, what is werewolf type? What is mercenary type E? Crap. Crap. That might be bad. Uh-oh. Aha! I mean, it might not even be them, but... Like, what's E?
Heading out. I'm getting out of here. All set.
That could be her.
I'm struggling here.
Sir, I've arrived. Be taking that.
Be over in a sec. Ooh, they look tough.
Backing you up.
Let's keep going.
I could really use a rest. I think I'm just gonna go. This seems like a problem.
See, the problem is the voice I know her best as. It's a very child voice.
Hey, not bad. That means the world to me.
They're mine now.
Joining the battle.
What else would you even have? Like, anyone else around here isn't... Any other female characters, except the owls, maybe, aren't exclusive to, like, the wares. We can try an owl. But that does mean that one of the werewolf voices might be, ProZD. Yeah, no, that's what I was looking at. Nope, can't make them. Bear, Werefox. I wouldn't be surprised if ProZD was a bear. Not that one.
Getting out of here.
Took you long enough.
I'm struggling here.
Sir, I await your next orders.
Be taking that.
Been waiting for this. They look tough.
Backing you up.
Looks like I win.
I can't move any farther.
I think I'm just gonna go.
They're onto me.
It appears I found something. You do me a great honor.
Also, one of the other voices they have listed, so it's Luca's voice actress, it's Pro CD, and it's heckin' Moma. It's Ichiban. Like, those are all listed as the same thing. Maybe the Were-Owl. I don't know if we've heard one that wasn't a story Were-Owl. I like the colors you can pick.
Heading out. I'm getting out of here.
Took you long enough.
That sounds the same as the Were-Fox.
I can't hold out much longer.
As you command.
I await your next
Right?
orders.
That's gotta be the same voices.
Place is ours.
No holding back. Not liking my chances.
I'll help.
Looks like I win. I can't move any farther.
So I don't know which one is hers. The red and black owl looks good though. Need more accents too. There you go. Well, we're gonna...
I guess you've got to make do without me.
Don't think so.
I found something.
I'm gonna say close enough. Man, I wish I knew.
I'm ready to serve.
There we go. Goth Owl. Did we not roll these out?
I'll guard it well.
Right, guarded. We gotta at least put somebody in all the towns. Yeah, not the not blue ones. I always forget which color was the one, but that checks out. I could have just looked at any other continent and be like, ah, they're all blue. This one isn't. That would have done it.
I'll guard it well.
Some goodies. We do still have some locked ones here. Locked me on a side quest. We should probably do. Oh, so much stuff. Oh, hello. Goodbye. It was a foolish thing to try, but the alarming at the gates told you almost know of this. Oh, so I guess we just never procced that. Okay.
Lord Jerome, sir! Now look what you've made me do!
Is he an alchemist?
This is far too much sugar.
No, he's cooking.
Apologies, my lord. I didn't mean to startle you. Might I ask what you are making?
Just a little something for the neighbors. Not that it matters anymore. Now, I assume you've some reason for this unannounced interference?
I almost forgot! There's an armed battalion closing in on our city, my lord. It's thought to be the rebels.
They dare come here?
We dare.
Apparently so. But is this not the perfect opportunity? If we join their ranks, we can finally start resisting Zenoira like we've always wanted.
It's never that easy. I wish it was. It's never that easy.
I fear that's not a choice we can make.
Yeah, full plate armor. You know, perfect.
Zenoira has men stationed at just about every corner in town. So you can imagine the consequences for our citizens should we aid this liberation and lose.
That might be bad.
I suppose so, yes.
Remember, all that we do is for the sake of our people. We'll fight the rebels, and we'll win. Now, prepare for battle, and fetch my sharpest lance.
If it protects against steel, it's got to protect against splashing, I guess. A little bit. So Sonora stationed soldiers in Largion 2. Come on, Elaine, let's take it back from that. Alright. I think we'll leave all. And that's where we'll... Do you know what? Screw you first. Yeah, there you go. That's where we'll start next time. We'll do that, then we'll hit the story. And then we'll probably... Like, I definitely don't want to know, so, like, it's fine. But I get the feeling we're getting close. Considering how the map looks, there's definitely things they could pull that would prolong stuff, for sure. And that might happen. But I feel like once we've got this, then the fight goes here. Other than, you know, maybe cleaning up some side quests, optional content, whatever. I feel like this starts to go towards an end game? We'll see. Definitely only got a stream or two left. Cool. Hell yeah. Then let's make sure we save it. This done. Save. Okay. There we go. Easy peasy. Going pretty good. And who knows, if those trophies end up being something I can do in like a post-game state, maybe we'll do something. If they require like a full second playthrough, I might not be platinuming this one, that's okay. Or I might wait until the time where I get that urge to replay it and do that. Marathon though. Okay, that's fine. Good to know. But yeah. It'll just kind of happen. Like I can't, without knowing, I can't plan for it, but I'm assuming they'll either give us a point of no return, or it will be very clearly, this is the final, we should be ready. And if we hit that final point at like 10:30, I'll be like, yeah, no, we'll be good. So we'll see. For now though, glad to be back. We definitely could have gotten further if I didn't tangent for like 9 hours. Yeah, I kind of figured that's the final map. Yeah, no, I kind of figured that. It's nice and interesting when they throw like the final thing at you right at the beginning. It's like 3 or 4 hours long. I believe that. Alright. For now, got ourselves a monster, a quote, a Discord. Fear and hunger. I suck at fear and hunger. I tried another run earlier today. I lost so early. I'm not good at fear and hunger, but I want to get better. But I want to get better by my own hands and not look stuff up. Because it's a knowledge-based game. I could just look it up. But I don't want to. I also suck. But, you know, that makes every little nugget of info I end up gleaning from a run that much more impactful, I suppose. When I make it far enough to glean anything from a run, you know. Correct, I need to play more and try more. That is the answer. Absolutely. See if there's anyone going tonight. Not really. I'll let AutoHost grab somebody. Then my Necropara. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's still installed. Nothing is stopping me. I mean, nothing in the system stopping me from playing Necropara. But, you know. Is Necropara really a knowledge-based game? Really? I mean, Pathologic is too, and I also would like to play some of that. But, you know. In the meantime, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. Been a heckin' good stream. Finally back to Unicorn. We are going to finish Unicorn. We're going to finish Manichemia. Outer Wilds is also a knowledge-based game that I do need to sit down and play at some point. I just don't know when. When the urge strikes me, I will not ignore it. And I want it ready, so when that urge strikes, I am ready to go. But it hasn't yet, so, you know. I should also get the platinum on the Persona 3 dancing game. I platinum Persona 5 dancing, but I didn't platinum Persona 3 dancing, and I don't know why. It's the exact same trophy list, so I kind of just ground out one of them and went, I'll do the other one later, and haven't gone back to it. You know, normal stuff. Yeah, that's what we got. Hope everyone had a good time. Unicorn Overlord continues to be a great game. It's wonderful. People should play it. Yeah. Tomorrow, Unicorn. No. Sorry. My days are off. Tomorrow is Sunday. Greatest Attorney. Yes. Tomorrow, Greatest Attorney. Monday, Tuesday, Unicorn. Maybe Thursday, Unicorn. Once we finish Unicorn, we'll either go straight to Manakemia 2 or I'll faff about in another game, like another Satisfactory or something for a day or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But I would like to finish at least the first run of Manakemia 2. I think that's well within our possibilities. And then after that, we'll be leaning in towards October. And I don't know what'll fill the gaps there. You know, whatever I feel like. I don't want to start anything big before October. And after October, we'll see if I end up nabbing one of those JRPGs that comes out, whether I want to play it different. Like, I don't know. There's no real big plan after October. So yeah, that's what we got. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. This has been Viper's of Viperland. I'll see you all next time.